One doing it this Friday evening. Is all well. Special live edition. Friday night football.
And Wolves it will be to get us underway in this first half here at Molineux.
Team news.
In the gold and black shirts, the black shorts, and the gold socks. Leeds
for Wolves. Patricio Pantadong.
On that left-hand side for a Leeds throw, which Luke.
Connor Cody.
Michael, even when they line up.
Size.
Because Newcastle did this to me the other week.
What do you call it?
Lined up as a 5 at kickoff. And then
oh, did they go for Barcelona?
So gamesmanship all round for us poor.
Salgado, something like that.
And now they know that you're actually at the game.
Neves.
They're going to do it even more, aren't they? Just for you. Keep you guessing. 5 or 6. We're going to see this lead.
Coutinho, forget now.
We've heard about this man-on-man situations.
The number 28.
Their opposition
Johnny.
All time. So this will be fascinating.
Torre.
So Dallas with
Jose William.
Just inside their own half, so we will take you through those lineups. Wolves.
Neto.
Thank you very much. Patricio.
For Leeds.
Back three of Dendoncker, Cody.
Meslier.
Martinho, Neves, and Johnny ahead of them with Traore and Neto supporting.
Oh, that right back.
For Wolves, what we wanted to see. Wings, Traore.
Shackleton.
Start on because they have started.
Ayling, Cooper, Dallas. Oh, that guy who scored a header. I'm surprised that he's playing centre midfield. He scored against Arsenal last week. Forget his name. He's from Poland. Oh, he's only 3.9 million. Rafinha.
Defensive midfield role ahead of them, deputising for the
Click.
Rafinha, Roberts, Click, and Harrison.
Tyler Roberts gets a start for Leeds. Harrison and Bamford up front for Leeds.
Swung in by Rafinha.
Just check.
And the delivery was not good.
Well,
how's everyone keeping?
I think it was in the right area.
As well.
About the high line. Wolves stayed around the edge of the penalty
area,
being brave, not dropping, all in the same line. Nobody has to break that line, which then stops the forward players of Leeds United getting in there. It wasn't the worst ball.
There's my team.
The ball does go behind for the goal kick.
What do you think the score will be tonight?
6-yard box. Yes, it's one of those where, as you say, Michael, Wolves have done well to hold the line.
Who's at home?
Wolves are home. Necessarily made by those Leeds players, but as you say, good defending by Wolves to ensure that they can't do that. Patrick Bamford, their top scorer, will be looking once again to get on the score sheet this evening. As the ball is all the way back with Ivan Meslier. Looking for Bamford, one by Dendoncker. Bamford then. Of
course, Bamford as captain, as you can see.
Just outside his own penalty area, 0-0.
I decided to put Gundogan on the bench because he's having a late fitness test tomorrow.
Pressure coming up.
I hope he doesn't start tomorrow.
To cut back in.
For C.
Get it right. He gave the penalty away. So is he going to be confident? Young goalkeeper, still in his first real spell for Leeds United, going up into the Premier League is totally different. Will he keep doing it? Will he have the confidence with his feet? He seemed to start okay with it.
I think they're talking about the Leeds keeper. Meslier.
So much has to be part of the goalkeeper's arsenal these days, doesn't it? That ability to play out from the back.
Yeah. What do you think of the week so far?
Might play on his mind.
Who do you think was a better player, Mbappe or Haaland?
Pedro Neto approaching the penalty area, swung in high.
I hope those two play the Premier League next season. Not Spanish football. Spanish football's gone shite now. It really has. There's no money.
It was from that sort of angle that Pedro Neto scored that beautiful goal for Wolves against Southampton last time out. Bamford wins the corner.
Yeah, he does. It was a great
first corner of the game to Leeds. Bamford wins the corner.
Out to the right-hand side, Roberts from that midfield three getting in a good area wide.
Of course, last time between these two earlier in the season it was 1-0 Wolves at Ellen Road. Earlier in the season. Of course, I will let you know the double game weeks at half time as well.
Goes out for a Wolves throw. We can head to our game in the Championship. There has been a goal. Watford against Derby. Andy Stevenson.
The goal's gone to Watford. Vicky, lovely work down the right-hand side by Ismaila Sarr. He got a cross in low, whipped in with pace, and João Pedro, the man who's just scored his 8th goal, puts it in with a sort of back heel, which David Marshall got a hand to, but couldn't stop it crossing the line. It's Watford 1, Derby 0.
Thanks, Andy. That was a 7:45 kickoff. So around 20 minutes gone there. 5 minutes gone here at Molineux. Wolves 0.
At Molineux.
Away side have started brightly as Wolves clear the ball long.
Wolves always seem to play very well away from home.
Brilliantly over on that far side. Lovely control by Traore. Now he's off down the left wing.
Now it's down the left wing.
Stroud gets a toe on it, which deflects the cross. Sends it away from the penalty area.
Sends it away from the penalty area.
And here is Pedro Neto back to Dendoncker.
Dendoncker.
All the way back to Connor Cody. Plays the ball
Connor
forward.
Cody.
Looking for Neto on the right hand side, headed away by Stuart Dallas.
Stuart Dallas,
So
the main man.
Start from both sides. We mentioned the response that they would have wanted to those poor first halves last time
Poor
out.
first
They've
halves.
got them.
Yeah, we have, and sometimes you see this Wolves side.
Sometimes you see these Wolves side
Accept that the opposition has possession. with
has
slow
possession.
play, But they've tried to turn it round. A couple of diagonal passes early on, and looks exciting.
Neto
Exciting.
plays up to William Jose on the edge of the D. Back to Matinho, now midway through
Back
the
to the Tino.
central position. Saiz joins the attack, but breaks down for Wolves on that left-hand side. And Leeds will play it all the way back to Liam Cooper out on the right-hand
To Liam
side
Cooper.
now, where it's been picked up by Shackleton.
Where it's being picked up by Shackleton.
In his central position, receives it now, and Ayling.
Alan, how are you this evening? Are you well?
There's no, but
If everybody wants to give you a call,
on away over the halfway
check
line.
on their team.
Shackleton, fortunate interception by Saiz.
How do you think this week will get on?
Again.
I think my team is a very decent team.
Here on 5-line, Shackleton plays it forward, looking for the run down to the byline, pull back. Tyler Roberts complete.
Tyler Roberts.
Almost fell kindly on the edge of the penalty area for Leeds, and Wolves will clear away.
Wolves will clear
That was a
away.
decent opening for Roberts, and he completely missed the ball.
Tyler Roberts completely misses the ball.
They're so dangerous on the counter, Vicky.
Here is
They're so
Pedro Neto
dangerous,
outside
our
the
Leeds.
penalty area. Challenge comes in, the ball will squirm out to the left-hand side. Where it
Like Wolves 1-2-1 away
making his fourth start in a row after
at
returning
Southampton.
6 months out with an ACL injury.
Of course, this week Leeds have a double game week, and Southampton have a double game week as well.
Here is Adama Traore, who
How do you think the plan will plan out
side for now. Traore
this week?
taking on Stuart Dallas, catching the penalty area.
Like one of the overall leaders?
By Stroud.
He's only played one double game week player,
Very well together.
and that's Bamford.
Goes down the lead striker, but used
This
to
week.
strengthen his leverage to keep possession for Leeds.
He's still in the lead, but the gap has been closed
And
from
Leeds will have a
52, I
penalty
think,
area
to
mark. Cracking start at
25. I
55.
think to 25 points now, something like that.
Andy Stevenson.
Out of nothing, Watford have doubled their lead. It's Will Hughes with a shot from the corner of the area, which gets a slight deflection off a Derby defender, but it's Hughes' goal, all right. Halfway through the first half, Watford 2, Derby 0.
Thanks, Andy. We're at Molineux. 8 minutes gone. Wolves 0, Leeds 0. Michael Brown.
Wolves nil, Leeds nil.
Just a centre to see now who can gain those gaps.
Who-
Areas and
How'd you just get on
to progress, don't they? As soon as they
in
get
your last
the
game
turn
week?
over the game, trying to get in some good areas, some good runs, real energy.
Good area,
through
some
the
good
game.
runs.
I hope to keep this pace up. I'm not really seeing.
Hopefully to keep this pace up.
Going back to the shape as expected. For Wolves.
Rebecca, how are you? Keep it, are you well?
Leeds United making forward runs. It's
Leeds United making forward runs.
It's,
Of course, Rebecca's dad is a Leeds United fan.
any sort of change. It's
So best of luck to Leeds United tonight. Well, I need the luck because I'm two Leeds players.
three. Jack Harrison, Bamford.
Ricky, welcome to the live stream, brother.
Yeah, you know what he can
Are you
bring
well,
on the
are you
right
well,
side.
are you well,
Interesting
mate?
start.
Cody with the ball at the back for Wolves. Plays it up to the halfway line. Headed away by
Headed away.
Stroud, and Ayling picks it up. on the halfway
Ayling
line.
picks it up.
Down the right-hand side. Ball
Down the right-hand side.
From Click. Looking for the
From
run.
Click.
Shackleton won't quite reach Shackleton.
Yeah, who do you think will be the best player of the future?
As they pick it up again just inside the ball.
Haaland or
It's
Mbappe?
testament to how important Calvin Phillips is.
Who do you think?
It is important. It's the fact that Bielsa is forced to reshuffle his pack so
And
much
of course,
that he's down to come
course today,
into the penalty area looking for
Aguero
behind by Stuart Dallas from
could
Wolves' corner.
could be leaving City in the summer.
He had to be sure, didn't he, Stuart Dallas?
I think it's time for him to go. Leave City.
Inside the fullbacks, and that's where it's difficult. You don't know
I think it's time
You've got to be ready. You've got to get your body
for
in a good
Aguero
position. Great
to leave
as he comes round there.
Man City
To see it away from Adama
in the
Traoré,
summer.
we know is very, very quick.
Well, Nuno
He's
Espirito
been a great
Santo
addition to the Premier League.
Getting Adama Traoré into those one-on-one situations.
Susan Sarah
Wolves
Cut.
have earned
Welcome to the live stream for the first time. How are you this evening?
Right-hand side.
Are you well?
By Neto, it's poor, it's headed away on the edge of the 6-yard.
Callum, how are you keeping?
Tomato, who drives
Mate, are you well this
into
evening?
the arms of Meslier.
It's a good strike, wasn't it? As it comes to
Good
them,
strike.
It's going to be a fantastic goal to hit it from the right hand
Fantastic
side.
goal to hit it.
25 yards out.
I tell you about your man Haaland.
Straight to the goalkeeper's hands.
He's going to get loads of goals
Comfortable one to set it off.
in the future because he's got some shot in him. Count does this? He's got some shot in him.
In September from Barcelona. Wolves have
But of course,
stolen
don't forget his dad played for Man City and he also played for Leeds.
Go for goal, and that is a brilliant save by Meslier. Another fantastic.
Great chance for Wolves.
It was heading for the top left-hand corner. Well, he got an easier save under his belt first, Meslier. Michael Brown, that was absolutely top draw.
This was brilliant.
Nearly 1-0 to the home team.
He goes back to goal. He managed to turn away, drive towards the goal, sort of 25 yards out, pull it quite central.
25 yards out.
That he favours. He curls it right up into the top corner.
He curls it right into the top corner.
Meslier just was that one over the top with the rebound.
Meslier just has it over the
Saved
top.
the cameras, but he pulled it out the top corner.
He pulled it out of the top corner.
To Wolves. Who are knocking
It's
on the
Wolves'
door.
first corner.
5 minutes gone, and they
One
can
corner
break
each.
through. Headed away by Patrick Bamford on the edge of the 6-yard area. Semedo will lose out.
Semedo will lose out.
The counter with Johnny. Plays the ball back into the penalty area. Headed away by Liam Cooper. Met by
Headed away by Liam Cooper.
The left-hand side, Moutinho just gets there ahead of Bamford and sends Wolves away again. down
Wolves
the
away
left-hand
again.
side. Neto, though, well challenged. Needs having a lot of defending to do at the moment. Goes out for a Wolves throw.
Going out for Wolves throw.
Bit of pressure, just seen a big tackle there.
Wolves have been very disappointed this season
It'll give this Wolves side a
because they're
little
missing their main man, Jimenez,
to soak it up if you're in the lead.
who had that bad head injury.
Finally, it's lined
Against
up,
Arsenal.
getting opportunities.
Yeah, but it's not just them that are missing key players. Liverpool are missing Van Dijk.
Has shuffled in the way that he has, moving Ayling over.
Who do you think will win the Merseyside derby tomorrow?
Having that experience from Ayling to deal with the flying wingers of Wolves. And here is one of them on the ball now. Adama Traoré lays it off to Ruben Neves.
I said 2-1 Liverpool tomorrow, but that could change.
Counterpart Jack Harrison, but Harrison did very well. They're good.
Of course, I've Cabot Lud. He's back tomorrow.
These will clear away down to the halfway
Hopefully, he
line.
get me one goal
Down.
or assist. He's capable.
David Cooper, Harrison will pick it up again for Leeds, and Dallas sends it all the way back to Meslier again. Quickly closed down by.
Get
Traoré.
closed down.
Clears over the halfway line. Goes
Clears over the halfway line.
and will be picked up by Connor Cody. Goalless here on BBC Radio 5 Live.
On BBC Radio 5 Live as usual.
This is it as well, just outside the centre circle, and it's back with Pascal Struijk. midway
Pascal
through the middle.
Struijk. Oh, that's the guy who scored for Arsenal. That I couldn't remember his second name. Pascal Struijk.
Brilliant. You just talked about
Tell you, Dave, a lot of Polish players have Leeds.
one of those experienced fullbacks.
I think they've about 2 or 3, is it?
Left-hand side, he's put Stuart
2 or 3
Dallas.
Polish
He
players.
understands where the threats are from this Wolves side. Neto.
Neto.
As good as they get in wide areas with the pace. That little
With
bit
the
of flair,
pace.
a little bit of quality. So he's
Little bit of quality.
Marcelo Bielsa hopefully can
Marcelo
stop that.
Bielsa.
And they are switching every few
They
minutes.
are
Neto
switching
Traoré
every few
to the
minutes.
side. Neto now over on the right again. Traoré on the left.
Traoré on the
Puts
left.
The ball into the penalty area, headed away before it can reach Bamford.
Bamford.
The deflected shot from Rafinha bounces up into the arms of Rui Patricio.
Bounce out to the arms of the home keeper, Patricio.
No sooner did they think Dallas that he's dealing with Traoré and Ayling that he's
Dallas.
dealing with Neto. They just switch and slightly different player.
Slightly different player.
Worry about as Leeds win a free kick just inside their own half.
Free kick just inside of their own half. I don't know who to.
Be a danger. There's great little interlink play there. Stuart Dallas continued his
Stuart
run
Dallas.
inside and higher up the pitch from the
Course, oh, announced the price
took the shot on really well.
on last night.
Dan Leeds wanting a lot of free kicks on the halfway line, and they're not going their way at the moment.
Not going their way at the moment.
Unmoved as Wolves pick up the ball just inside their own half. Here's Dendoncker driving.
Dendoncker.
Beats Semedo on this right-hand side. Up against Harrison. There's Dallas there as well.
Dallas.
Wants to go back to Pedro Neto, who has drawn that excellent save from Illan Meslier. Closest we have come to a goal in this first half here on 5 Live at Molineux.
5 Live.
Late in there with the challenge on Connor Cody, and the
Connor Cody.
Wolves man is in a crumpled heap on the floor.
He's a terrible heap on the floor.
Yeah, he's caught him slightly, but I can't see there being an issue.
Can't see it being an issue.
Just a tiny bit on his toe, but actually
Just a tiny bit on his toe.
Sort of the back of the hamstring, sort of.
Back of the hamstring.
Be too bad. It's not when it's like whether it's a boot or whatever it is.
Whether it's a boot.
Who are driving this Leeds United side back.
Of course, it was a great win by us last night away at Real Sociedad, but I didn't see the whole match. Most of the, I think I only saw what was it, the fourth goal, because most of the game I was asleep. Like after breakfast this morning, I went back to bed about 11, and I didn't get up to about 5 this evening. Yeah. Yeah, to prepare for you guys.
Struggled with so much recently. They've not scored the opener, in fact, in their last.
It's like what they say out, catch the pigeon, and I hope it's you guys.
Fighting back when they go a goal behind, but it's
goal behind.
I watched them all last season. They're the best out of possession for me, being able to.
I think that's Stephen Warnock at the commentary.
This occasion and trying to move it around, but again they'll want to score.
No one to score.
They want to get that away.
Dendoncker
picks the ball up. Semedo. Check who else is up in the stream.
Being pressed and pressured by Leeds, finding the spaces, although that's a
finding the spaces.
The foot in though, the ball will roll to Moutinho. Wolves pick it up again.
Wolves pick it up again.
The D, lays it off to Adama Traore, who shoots.
Adama Traore, he shoots.
On the edge of the D.
Edge of the D.
Neto goes for goal again. 25 yards out. Straight down the throat of Meslier.
Straight down the throat of Meslier.
He looks sharp, doesn't he? As soon as he gets onto it, we talked to him, didn't we, in the build-up to it, what he brings, how he's getting that confidence, he's getting that run. He'll try.
I wish he didn't have confidence tonight, Traore.
Pushing it on that left foot, every opportunity he gets.
Good player, but I wish he didn't have confidence against Leeds tonight.
To be in there to get on that left foot to get the shots away.
Of course, in this country we have so many Leeds United fans.
0-0 here on 5 Live. 18 minutes later.
In this country.
There's a lovely interview with Pedro Neto this week that I was reading.
Pedro Neto. To be fair, he's had a good season, but
to be fair,
would he be better than Jimenez?
gives him a bit of advice.
No.
Her advice is that
No, he won't be better than Jimenez.
Shoot more, you've got to shoot more. And he said, thinks, Mum, you just don't understand. I can't always shoot. Did your mum ever give you advice, Michael Brown? And more importantly, I suppose.
Oh, sorry, I think it's Michael Brown on the commentary. My apologies. I thought it was Stephen Warnock.
And did you take it?
No, still don't do it now.
He was a good player back in the day. Maybe not for Man City though.
Here on BBC Radio 5 Live.
For Sheffield United, he was really good.
Towards William Jose.
Really good for Sheffield United. But he didn't play for them in the Premier League. Played for them in the old First Division, which is called the Championship now. To be fair, I don't really bother with Championship football, to be honest with you. There's too many teams and there's too many games in it. Yeah, so I don't watch the lower leagues. I check on the results. That's about it. And I see the highlights of the goals on Sky Sports News. Well, not every weekend, like, because I get too tired.
Inside the Wolves half, swung into the penalty area. It's a good ball, and it flicks on and flicks straight into the arms of Rui Patricio.
The arms of Rui Patricio.
United, we mentioned delivery, free kicks, wide areas. This occasion, the in-swinger from Rafinha.
The in-stretcher from Rafinha.
Centre of the penalty area.
Of course, the last Friday night game that Leeds United played, Bamford actually scored a hat-trick against Villa. Can he score a hat-trick tonight? What do you think in the comments? Yes or no?
2 or 3 opportunities we haven't seen the goalkeeper make the saves.
Loose touch from Click, and it's one back well by Mazzini.
One back well.
One Wolves again. Little step over from Neto, who tries for goal. And it's a few yards wide of Mellier's far post.
Neto tries for goal. It's just a few yards wide.
Well, that's 3 opportunities for Neto. Getting them away. He's trying to...
Leeds have had loads of chances already. Oh no, not Leeds. Wolves have had loads of chances already.
Now the chance for Cooper. Oh, it's a great chance. I don't know if he misses it with his head and it catches his shoulder.
Catches his shoulder.
When there's not a ton of pace on it, sort of just misguide it, try to head it.
Misguide it.
Just hits the shoulder.
Just hits the shoulder.
Not the best at heading it. It's so frustrating. You see
it's so frustrating.
Use the pace, use the ball, but you try and get a little bit more on it.
Little bit more on it.
Don't need to put that bit more. They just understand it and guide it away.
Just understand it and guide it away.
On the ball again, just outside the penalty area. Has scored once this season. The lead skipper, that was against.
Has scored once.
Back in December as Leeds break
the
down
lead skipper.
Hand side. Here is Rafinha just outside the penalty area. Saiz gets a good foot in. Just
Saiz.
Rafinha holds on to
I wish he wasn't playing tonight, Saiz.
But then it's flicked away by Saiz, but he won't keep it in.
But he won't keep it in. He won't keep it in. He won't keep it in.
It's just there's no safety, is there? It's just
that's very true. There is no safety.
That's what we wanted to
That's what we want to see.
That's what we wanted to see.
We discussed that in the week about Leeds United being a team that not many
Leeds United, the team.
Watch or they weren't talked about in the
talked about.
Sort of in the best comments. Now
best
it's
comments.
A team that the neutral wants to go and watch. They want to see this Leeds United side. They think they're excited.
Ray, how are you this evening? Are you well?
Chances, score goals, concede goals.
Best of luck to you against Southampton tomorrow lunchtime.
The centre circle. It's quite entertaining. Ironically, listening to Luke Ayling speaking after the Arsenal match, he was
I went for 2-0 Chelsea tomorrow.
Solace from the fact that, you know,
but it could be a tight game.
Entertaining, and he said no.
If Southampton could stop their
but as you say,
lose and run,
and I think for the Leeds fan as well,
maybe Chelsea might concede the penalty,
and
Danny Ings might score a penalty.
Matches as well. Tend to score a lot and concede a lot.
Yeah, it could happen. You just never know. You just never know with this league. What else could happen? The only goal that Chelsea conceded was an own goal by Rudiger. That's about it.
Just slows the play down. Formal Premier League commentary.
As Nathan Bacon said, well, a second name is not his real second name. Then he goes like, unlucky!
Straight out of play.
Like that.
Nicked off the toe of Marcelo Bielsa there, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm very well, thank you. 2-0, good.
Because it wasn't that good, he let it pass him, so there'll be a few page document on that.
Southampton
gone.
Marcelo, this is how we've spotted it. I think Liam
day.
Cooper will rally that if he gets. I'll get on to Liam Cooper and tell
Oh,
him
that's a tough one.
if he's brave enough.
That's
Wolves nil,
right.
Leeds nil. Former Leeds
Poor
midfielder Michael Brown
that,
alongside
poor
his
that.
five this evening.
Yeah.
Traoré tried to trick his way past down.
Yeah, maybe Southampton could come into form. It depends who the Chelsea keeper is tomorrow.
His half still got it.
I really don't like
Yeah, I was actually surprised. I was actually surprised on Monday that Mendy was dropped.
possible foul earlier.
And one of the guys who's winning overall,
That he didn't.
he was from Norway.
As soon as the next one,
Did-
he decides to
He got no points to either keeper.
So it
He
is
put
the
he put
set
he
piece
put
ball.
both of them on the bench.
Standing over, Neto has come short.
Yeah,
Chance to use
yeah, I was not expecting that.
to Jose.
And I actually got rid of Mendy the last game week
Now wants to get
as well.
back to
So I did the right thing.
look around at the empty gold and black stands. We hope
James, sir, how are you keeping, buddy?
before we can welcome
Sorry I couldn't answer you the other day. I was
Thank you
very
for
tired
wherever you
and I was on my dinner at that point.
Traoré plays the ball forward and lead away up to the halfway
Mr. O'Neill, how are you keeping this evening? Are you well?
One gentleman
Pal.
who is listening this evening is the former Wolves club historian, Graham Hughes.
Still nothing at the moment
After the trophy cabinet
in this
for
in this Friday night game.
He's doing well in hospital, but I know that he's asked for his radio to be brought in so he can listen to
Of
us.
course, one of the managers from another lower leagues is in hospital.
Leeds have the ball
Kevin
over
says
on the
okay.
right-hand side. Here is Rafinha.
That's good.
It off to Shackleton.
Shackleton
To Ayling, infield to Rafinha.
to
This is
Ayling.
good work by Leeds. Rafinha
Good work by Leeds.
Again gets a touch. Can't prevent the corner. And he's been really impressive, Romain Saiss, in this first half.
Saiss.
He's got round his cover because the
You just
pace
never
has
know
been
with
really
Saiss for
enjoyable.
Wolves.
He wants to do
I
it.
think he's from Morocco.
Some people want to wait, delay.
That's what I believe anyway.
He just gets the ball and he just says, right, watch me go. I want to make something happen.
Watch me go.
I want to create.
I hope Wolves do not score tonight.
So corner to Leeds over on the far side.
Oh, Leeds have a corner, sorry.
Powerfully by Semedo. Right out of the penalty area will be picked up by Click on the
By Click.
right-hand side. There's the option still to aim for the white shirts in the penalty area again. Semedo is there.
Game Semedo.
All out of play for a Leeds throw. Level with the edge of that
For a
penalty
Leeds
area
throw.
on the right-hand side. 25
Of course, this
minutes
game
scored
week,
for the new-
only Leeds and Southampton have a double game week.
Ailing forward to
This week.
Plays it back.
In game week 25.
The ball into the penalty area. The block this time by Neves. And behind
Neves.
another Leeds corner.
Matches clean that he's had
Another
a couple
Leeds
of
corner.
opportunities to put quality ball in. The first one was flat, got cleared away.
Another one was
Second one,
flat.
he hesitated. I think that was because he's not delivered in the first one. Should I not? Then it's blocked.
Should I not deliver that?
Ricochet
Should I not deliver this?
Wolves look really, really strong in that
Deliver
area.
the fucking ball.
Can Rafinha unlock them? No,
Rafinha.
again. The header on the edge of the 6-yard
Header.
box, this time from Neto, of all people. It's cleared away for Wolves. Picks
Cleared
up
away.
on the right-hand side. Feeds Rafinha again.
Rafinha.
Rafinha dinks it through, looking for the runner. Click down to the byline. Pulls the ball back across. It hits the post and rebounds out. The follow-up is saved from Strauch by Patricio and headed away by Wolves.
Leeds just hit the post.
Finally, they will get it clear, only as far as Roberts. Strauch is down on
Let
the
off there
penalty
for
area
Wolves.
as Leeds have it on the left-hand side with Harrison. The closest that Leeds have come to an opener as Roberts goes for goal.
Roberts.
Always drifting wide, but Patricio wasn't
Always.
sure at all where that corner had gone. Michael Brown. Leeds almost finding the breakthrough.
Well, they did almost.
Leeds United almost tried to the breakthrough.
Let's click on this occasion. What was the goalkeeper doing on his front post?
What is the goalkeeper doing?
He recovers well. He dives to the right-hand side. Pascal Strike.
Pascal Strike. That was the guy who scored against Arsenal last week. He could have had 2 and 2.
Rafinha into.
Of course, he's 3.9 million in the game.
He's going to cut it back, and I think Rui Patricio tries to read it to step out.
To
He
step
doesn't.
out.
Hits it right inside of his left foot. It's off the post.
Right hand side of his left foot.
But it's such a tight angle, isn't it, Michael, as you say?
It really is such a tight angle.
As though Click was going to pull it back across the penalty
It really
area.
is indeed.
Almost deceived Patricio.
Almost perceived Patricio.
Wolves 0, Leeds 0. Here on BBC
Wolves
Radio
0, Leeds
Live.
0.
Smith the ball on the halfway line. Dispossessed though. Sent forward by Dendoncker and now.
Ashley, how are you this evening? Are you well?
Into approaching the Leeds penalty area. Neto lays it off
Neto.
beautifully to Semedo, who fires straight at Meslier. who
Great save by the Leeds
scrambles
keeper.
behind. Well, he made the save, Meslier. He didn't catch it.
He didn't
cleanly
catch
to
it.
bend the corner. He
I think
did
he's
the
made
first
about
drop
3
from
saves already, the
Watson.
Leeds keeper.
Beautiful touch from Neto to feed Semedo. End to end.
End to end.
Brilliant from Semedo. Neto's always aware of him. He looks like
Neto's
he's
always aware.
running at pace. Semedo comes from nowhere on the overlap. He just waits, delays it. puts
Just
it
waits,
in,
delays it.
into the penalty area. He didn't look convincing, but
He did look convincingly.
straight at the goalkeeper.
Straight at the
Great
keeper.
move from Wolves.
And it's a move that has earned the home side a corner. Neto
Corner to Wolves.
standing over it. The wind really picking up. The linesman's flag. is
Linesman's
going
flag.
which way it wants. So is that yellow Wolves corner flag.
Little Wolves corner flag.
Not moving from the quadrant.
Not moving to the quadrant.
Set it down. Neto there as well.
So there as well.
Leave it for Joao Coutinho to swing the ball in. Meslier
Swing the ball.
Something on it. Be collected on the edge of the penalty area by Semedo, who opts to go all the way back.
All the way back.
We remain goalless here at Molyneux. Cody lifted over to the
Cody lifts it.
right-hand side. Coutinho then heads it off Harrison. He did really well there, Joao Coutinho, because it looked as though that ball was just going to sail over his head.
Sail over his head.
He jumped, he flicked it off Harrison, and the decision
Flicked it
was
off Harrison.
gone out of play. as he headed it onto Harrison, and Wolves
I
have a
think
throw.
that tells you, Vicky, now the conditions have changed. We look at the weather coming down, the rain's driving, really windy, as you've said. Just
Really windy, as you said.
Corner, they can't keep the ball at hold. I thought
Can't keep the
was out.
ball.
I thought we were just going to give a throw in, but it must
Give a
have
throw in.
from here in the commentary position.
Here in the commentary
You can see that
position.
the players are going to have to adapt now. They're going to have to realise.
Realise.
Get there. They're going to play on the ground a little bit more.
Play on the ground a little bit more. That's what you have to do. Let the ball do the work.
In the most identical position in field two.
That's what you have to do.
Roberts, who picks it out just outside the centre circle.
Like who for the ball, that doesn't work.
A little step over.
If you're lucky.
To Ruben Neves. And now Wolves feed Neto again.
Neto.
On his right hand side. Neto into the D. Shot blocked by Liam Cooper. And will
Shot by Liam Cooper.
Left hand side for a Wolves throw. We'll try
Throw to the home team.
Every time they pick up the ball outside the penalty area.
Pick outside the penalty area.
In their mind, and that is to let fly at Melier. As Moutinho picks it up.
Moutinho.
From 25 yards.
25 yards.
I don't think Melier has much to worry about from that one.
No, and you can see in the homework, can't you?
You can see the homework, can you?
What he's coming up against him. Pascal strike out of that.
Pascal strike.
Playing back at centre half. Shackle moves out the way.
Sean Byrne, how are you keeping, buddy? Are you well this evening? Me.
Ayling, Dallas. But then again, that's Neto.
Neto.
Four shots already.
Four shots already.
Brilliant assist that we've seen just recently from Semedo on the
Semedo.
He's doing well. Good recovery from Liam Cooper.
I think I said that correct earlier.
Here is Cooper on the ball. The
Cooper.
Sends it over the halfway line, looking for Bamford and Cody.
Looking for Bamford.
Out of the way. And allow that to roll through to.
Allow that to roll through.
We are playing, incidentally, with the third.
14 minutes to half time plus
third of the
stoppages.
season, making its debut tonight.
Making a debut tonight.
Informed, designed to reflect the intensity of the final stages.
Final stages.
Which basically means it's got little dart shapes, arrowing.
It's gone a little dark.
Holden graphic.
Holden graphic.
Dallas sends the ball back to
Dallas.
Melier. Some people get very excited about.
Some people get very excited.
Of the season.
I do. I always love the change. I always like that.
I always love the
We
change.
can actually justify the football to say what it's going to do.
What it's going to do.
It's going to be different.
It's going to be different.
Indeed, indeed. Well,
Indeed.
First half an hour here at Molineux, so perhaps it's
Perhaps
done its job. We are still.
it's done its job.
BBC Radio 5 Live as Click plays the ball out to the left-hand side.
Left-hand side.
Heel from Shackles.
From Shackles.
Cooper was quite expecting that, but he does collect it on the halfway line.
On the halfway line.
Forward to Shackleton again. Now to the
Shackleton
right-hand
again.
side now, and Pascal Stark. Leeds just enjoying a little spell of possession.
Leeds just enjoy a little bit of possession.
Looking round Molineux.
Go on, Leeds.
You said it earlier, Michael Brown. It is really playing a part now, that win, because Liam Cooper's just tried to send a ball
Liam
out
Cooper.
to Jack Harrison, and it has sailed straight out of play.
He's looked after me
Straight
this week
out
with
of
a bit
play.
information, Liam Cooper, and I've been given quite a bit of stick for that.
Oh,
so
Jesus,
I'll say
nearly knocked out
very
me thing.
unfortunate with the win there, Liam.
So throw to Wolves.
First of
They're
all,
outside their own half. Semedo
Semedo.
just waiting, and it's just slowed down a little bit the tempo as Marcelo Bielsa.
Marcelo
Bielsa.
Bielsa.
Right in front of his dugout, but no time to sit on it yet.
Many times to sit on it yet.
We didn't go for the touch there as the ball
Didn't
went
go
out.
for the touch there yet.
To the earlier one and thought, maybe I
He's
won't
got
try
to be
it.
brave, hasn't he?
He's got to be brave.
You make a mistake, get back on the ball.
Well, you have to be brave.
Expect more from Bielsa in his touch there.
Like, I'm brave.
We're way away here in the stand at Molineux.
You have to accept the pain. Oh, I'm a pain.
Possibly.
Would you risk it?
Oh, my leg.
Tyler Roberts plays it forward for Leeds, intercepted by Moutinho and Semedo.
Moutinho.
Halfway line.
Halfway line.
Well out of play there as it swung back onto the pitch. And it
Back
will be
onto the
close
pitch.
on halfway. We can head into the Championship half-time at Watford. Andy Stevenson.
Yes, Watford lead 2-0 thanks to a couple of rapid-fire goals around the 20-minute mark. Derby had actually begun the better side, but Watford took the lead thanks to what looked like a flicked backheel finish from João Pedro, following great work down the right from Femenia and Sarr. But looking at the replay again, I think Andre Wisdom attempted to clear the ball and it rebounded into the net off Pedro's heel. Then just moments later, Will Hughes took a shot from just inside the box that found its way to the bottom corner. Hughes scoring against his old club. Derby's Colin Kazim Richards thought he pulled one back when Daniel Bachmann got nowhere near a corner just before the break. But the referee spotted something, awarded a free kick instead. Total mystery. Watford 2, Derby 0.
Thanks, Andy. Here at Molineux, just over 10 minutes to play until half-time.
10 minutes to
Still
play.
goalless between Wolves and Leeds. Leeds, who haven't won here in the top flight since 1970.
Of course, the last time those two sides met each other, Monaghill was 3-1 Wolves.
Coming forward, slid into the penalty area. Semedo tried to beat Meslier at his near post, and Meslier saves well.
Another save by the Leeds keeper. I think that's 4 now.
Semedo still looking for this first goal for Wolverhampton Wanderers. And he's giving Leeds something to think about down that right-hand side as the ball goes out for a Wolves corner.
Yeah, Jose's getting in some good areas on the half-term, able to play, but Semedo's energy and running, he's getting in the good parts of the build-up play. But as he takes his touch, you've got to go. You learn it all through your career, all through your youngster. Got to go across the goalkeeper, and he hasn't done that.
Hasn't done that.
Save in the end to get the corner.
Which will be taken by Neto, swung in low. It was a difficult one to deal
Difficult
with.
one.
Way out of the penalty area. Semedo and Roberts then go down together. The decision goes Leeds' way. So Roberts
Goes Leeds' way.
just outside the D. Just a bit of a clash of heads there. David Cooper.
Clash of heads there.
The decision. I mean, Roberts really catches Semedo with an elbow there as much.
Roberts
as
catches Semedo
challenging
with an
Roberts.
elbow.
Yeah, there's a little clash, so I think he's okay. I think we can get on with it. So yes, going back to Semedo, how much
Back to
running
Semedo.
is he doing? He's going all of the way. It's a tough
Going
one for
back.
Jack Harrison, we haven't seen him go the other way.
We haven't seen him go the other way.
Rafinha, but we haven't seen Jack Harrison.
We haven't seen
Up
Jack
there,
Harrison.
Semedo's pushing them all away.
9 minutes until half time.
9 minutes until half time.
Leeds nil here on BBC Radio.
Still
Leeds with the ball just outside
all
the
square.
penalty area, as well as Burnley.
No
against
goals.
West Brom coming up tomorrow. 3 commentaries for you on 5 Live Premier League Sunday. Villa against Leicester at 2.
Villa against Leicester.
Arsenal, Manchester City at 4:30. And Manchester United
To be fair, that's away banker.
at 7. And remember on BBC Sounds now, the next series of That Peter
BBC
Crouch
Sounds
podcast.
now.
New episodes every Wednesday. Just download
Every
the
Wednesday.
BBC Sounds app, search for That Peter Crouch podcast, and listen to your heart's content as Leeds play the ball forward.
Come on, Leeds.
Deflected away off Roberts. Wyden Donkeran goes out for a Leeds throw.
Throw it to the visitors.
Marcelo Bielsa just on the edge of his technical area, pointing and gesturing. But
God, who had Meslier in their fancy team? Fair play to you.
Michael Brown with how
He's made about 4
aggressive
saves.
they've been in this first half. We talked about it before the match, whether they'd have a different approach, but from all the
Ah, Kim, how are you? You well? Long time no see. How's Brian keeping? Is he well? Leeds.
Outside the penalty area, the shot is driven across goal, and Tyler Roberts doesn't gamble at the far post.
Great chance for Leeds, but Tyler Roberts doesn't gamble.
Would have had a tap in if he'd just been a little bit further forward. In the end, it is just a Leeds corner.
It's just a corner to Leeds.
Brilliant again, left foot, right foot. As he drives into the box with the pace he's got, he does his step over, nowhere to go.
Great.
He's a player, he just literally
He
found
says
space,
hello.
whizzed it across. As you said, Roberts just couldn't get the end.
So Rafinha,
Here's
it will be to take this
with
corner for
with
Leeds
me.
on the left-hand side, and
That's good. That's good to hear.
It was claimed by Ayling, but will bounce off Ayling and go behind for a Wolves goal kick. Yes, Rafinha, such an exciting player to watch. Liam Cooper's been talking about him this week, saying that it's a real coup for Leeds to have signed him, and he has impressed so far, particularly since the turn of the year.
Yeah, he has. He's getting better and better. And he delivered a poor ball then from the corner. But if we've just seen the work rate he's put in the last 4 or 5 minutes, and then he's gotten the opportunity, he's created it, real intensity. That's what happens at times when players are a little bit leggy. Just need a minute just to recover from what they've just done.
Here is Semedo on the halfway line for Wolves. Nil.
Brian says,
You're on BBC
are
Radio
you
5 Live.
still
Coutinho sends it out to
practicing
Neto.
your
On this
football
right-hand
skills?
side.
Not at the moment, Kim.
Johnny.
I've been staying at home for the last 2 months.
Neto's made a mistake, hasn't
Because
he?
you know what the weather is like.
Real ambitious one. The crossfield pass.
Like I'll be back out walking in 10 days, the 1st of March. That's when the weather will start to pick up. I prefer to go out at 5 o'clock in the morning, but it's too dark. So, because when it gets to April, it will be bright at 5 o'clock when it gets to April.
5 goals, 4 assists.
That's
The boys were talking about before the
great
game.
too.
Very
Here.
promising season for Neto as that ball into the penalty area for Leeds. Just evades Rafinha at the far post and skins behind for a Wolves goal kick. Nice idea.
Yeah, it was. He got a good angle there, Stuart Dallas. It's an unusual one with his right foot as it opened just on the edge of the area. It's going to be difficult there for Rafinha.
It's going to be difficult
The
for
outside
Rafinha.
Stuart Dallas's right foot, but he used the inside, which ran away.
Ran away.
Good positions, good areas.
Of course, I'll be having my half-time tea as usual.
He's been involved, hasn't he, so far, so much in this game.
So far, so much of this game.
Top save from Meslier.
From Meslier.
It was the closest that Wolves have come. Meslier has made several decent stops actually. That one
He's actually made about lot of saves.
Meslier very alert there, quickly out of his penalty area.
Quickly out of his penalty area. The Leeds keeper.
By Saiss for Wolves.
Saiss.
Johnny, who's then bundled over.
Bundled over.
A free kick just inside their own half from 0-0.
Lloyd Massey 89. How are you keeping this evening, mate? Are you well?
And with a 0-0, you wouldn't have said there'd been so many shots on target that we've seen.
I'm surprised it's still 0-0 with so many shots on target.
Jose just getting in some good areas, just trying to get a touch when you see a little bit more of him. But
5 minutes to half time.
Adama Traore down.
Donna Traore.
Stinks the ball into the penalty area. Well played by Meslier.
Well played by Meslier.
He will throw the ball out long down the right hand side.
Down the right hand side.
Over the halfway line, still end to end.
Still end to end.
Flow, you go, I go, that Michael Brown was talking about earlier. That breaks down for Leeds just outside.
Breaks down for Leeds just outside.
They're up towards halfway. Well anticipated by Pascal Strauch though.
Pascal Strauch.
Jack Harrison, the ball in.
Ball in by Harrison.
Picked up by Neto, who again will bring the ball down and charge.
Charged.
Right hand side. Just stops and checks just inside the Leeds half. Plays the ball in field.
Leeds
to
half.
Traore, central position. Well challenged by Liam Cooper. Liam Cooper is absolutely furious there.
Liam
Because
Cooper's
what they've
absolutely
done well
furious
is
there.
win the second ball. They've lost
To win the
it
second
there.
ball.
And Wolves will come again down the right hand side with Neto.
With Neto.
Click. Neto still holds on to possession though. Wolves 0,
Oh,
Leeds
Brian.
0. Here on 5 Live in the late stages.
Francis,
of
my
this
man.
first half as it goes all the way back to
How are you keeping, mate?
See Liam Cooper's frustration.
Are you well, Brino?
Yeah, he's getting frustrated. He just understands that a little bit of momentum's building.
Momentum is building.
Good areas for this Wolves side, and it's what you want from your captain. Start rallying, getting round people, making sure they're doing the jobs. It's what he does.
But at the moment, Wolves are coping with the Leeds press. Dendonka slides the ball forward, looking for Semedo. Intercepted by Harrison. Forward now to Tyler Roberts, who plays it out to the left. Just had a little bit too much on it, which allows Connor Cody to come across and make the challenge. And it bounces off Harrison as well for a Wolves throw. Nothing at the moment is going Leeds' way.
No, Marcelo Bielsa below. He's shouting, now he's encouraging. Great bit of commitment, wasn't it? Cody, Jack Harrison going all the way. Connor Cody does really, really well to win himself, not only the tackle, but
Good.
to manage to play
Help.
off Harrison.
How are you?
I'm
I'm doing alright. Hanging on in there just about.
Spins out to the left hand side and Harrison. Beautiful touch from the on-loan Manchester City man, but he's then dispossessed by Matinho and Neto.
By Matinho and Neto.
On the left hand side for William Jose to chase. Ailing
Jose to chase.
sends it with quite a bit of sick all the way back to Meslier.
To Meslier.
To pressure the young goalkeeper.
Pressure the young goalkeeper. Yeah, he's so small. He is. He should be a bit fatter.
He's had to drop very deep to get on
Is
the ball and
yeah,
try and make an impact. It's
good
been
game.
Neto and
I think
Traore
the home team have had more chances, Brian.
West from Wolves as
But I'm not watching it. I'm actually listening to it on the radio because I don't have those channels.
Similar touches.
Unfortunately.
Target for Neto compared to just
Andy, how are you this evening?
for Traore, so it's all about the
Who
end product.
is your
Here come
favourite
Can they find an
player
Harrison down the
for
left-hand
Leeds?
side, receives the ball back, flicked it
Probably
first time into the
Bamford,
area, and Semedo will shepherd
because
it
he's
back
done so well this season.
The ideas of
Even though I'm not Leeds United fan, but
it's just not quite
Bamford
at the moment, Michael Brown.
No, not at the moment.
has impressed me this season.
Missing several players, so are Wolves. They're missing players as well, but it's going to hurt.
It's going to hurt
a little bit more.
a little bit more.
Still just getting to grips, coming into the Premier League, still trying to build. But yeah, it's just that one mistake or that one bit of quality. Who's going to provide it? Who's going to unlock with a great run?
Lovely ball to find Neto. Plays the ball out to the left-hand side. Swung now into the penalty area looking for Traoré. Meslier came very well and plucked that right off Adama Traoré's head.
Excellent take, wasn't it? Really good goalkeeping. You have a decision to make. Do you go for it?
Flying.
Do you stay where you are?
Bamford.
Really, really well.
Isn't
The
he?
ball from Harrison is flicked on by Bamford, but there's nobody there to flick
Bamford,
it on
no
to.
one there.
And it's flicks behind for a Wolves goal kick.
Goal kick to the home team.
Earlier, Michael Meslier making that mistake, giving
Great
away the
left
penalty
foot.
against Arsenal. Still young, still just 20 years old, but he's done well. And
He can actually score a both feet.
Yes, he has done well. He's been around. He's been the performer when needed. A couple of saves.
Performer when needed.
But the one in the top corner from Neto, with that arm over the top of his body down.
Yeah, I thought that was going in the top corner by Neto, but great save by the Leeds keeper.
Commitment from both sides.
Half time.
Neto's been the standout.
that half-time whistle caught me by surprise because I think we had 8 seconds of added time. You know,
8 seconds, wow, of added time.
Wolves 0, Leeds 0.
Thank you, Vicky. Simon says this game has already turned into the Pedro Neto show. I can see him playing for a top.
Be back in a minute, folks.
Later, Tim said, how did Wolves manage to sign Pedro Neto? He's an absolute baller. He likes to shoot on sight, Michael, doesn't he? Whenever he gets within 25 yards, you know he's going to have a pop.
I actually started just noting it, doing like a little mark, thinking 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot. I think this is ridiculous. Obviously, a couple on target as well. One going towards the top corner. He's looked bright right at the end there. It wasn't just his desire to shoot. He came off the line, received the ball from Adama Traoré. Then he's looking elsewhere. Else can he go? Little bit of showboating, holding on to it, and little tight area below us down to the right-hand side. He's confident. He's enjoying his football. So we wanted more goals, Fletch, but it's been a good first half.
Yeah, enjoyed it. Go and have a break, get a cup of tea. We'll be back in about 15 minutes' time for the second half. So 0-0 at Molineux at half-time between Wolves and Leeds. The second half coming up with Vicky and Michael in a few minutes' time. JJ's back with us. We're going to talk about some of the teams down there at the bottom. We're going to talk about what's gone wrong at Southampton. That's all coming up on 5 Live after Aaron Paul with the latest news.
Listen on BBC Sounds. This is BBC Radio 5 Live.
Thank you, Darren. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex say they remain committed to the organisations they've supported, despite Buckingham Palace announcing they will not be returning as working royals. Prince Harry and Meghan, who now live in California, will lose all of their patronages, which includes associations with the military, sport and the theatre. Another 533 people in the UK have died within 28 days of testing positive for the coronavirus, a drop of almost 30% compared with last Friday. The R number, which tracks how quickly COVID-19 is spreading in the UK, has also fallen slightly again and remains under 1. From tomorrow, 4 people from 2 households in Wales will be able to meet outdoors for exercise. The Welsh Government is also hoping to ease the current stay-at-home rules in 3 weeks' time and has said primary schools may be able to reopen for children aged 8 and over from March the 15th. Boris Johnson has told the leaders at a G7 meeting there's no point vaccinating their own people against coronavirus unless the whole world is inoculated. The Prime Minister said they had to work together so everyone could come through the pandemic together and pledged to send the UK's spare vaccine doses to developing countries. And NASA has released the first images from Mars taken by its rover Perseverance, which landed on the Red Planet last night. It's hoped it will find microscopic signs of ancient life from billions of years ago.
There's a world of sounds to discover with BBC Sounds. Like that pulse-pumping moment when your team creates something sensational.
What a strike that was!
With exclusive 5 Live match commentary.
A huge goal!
Or explore a treasure trove of mixtapes, like Sounds of the 90s with Fern Cotton.
Just let the nostalgia take you away. I love this song.
Discover the power of BBC Sounds. Download the app to listen.
This is 5 Live Sport with Darren Fletcher and Jermaine Genus.
So half-time at Molineux, Wolves 0, Leeds 0. JJ is going to be back with us imminently to talk about the rest of the football this weekend. But we've got commentary of the latest match in boxing fight on 5 Live Sports Extra tomorrow night From 10 o'clock, Britain's Josh Kelly has a shot at Russian David Avanesian's European welterweight title. Correspondent Mike Costello joins us from the Wembley Arena bubble, where Mike's spending the majority of his time, it would appear, at the moment. Mike, good evening. I'm looking forward to this one, but just give us the background to it, because these two should have fought quite a while ago. It's been building for a time.
Yeah, good evening, Darren. This dates back to December 2018, in the early stages of Josh Kelly's professional career, but he's so highly ranked by his trainer Adam Booth, who's guided David Haye and George Groves to world title status in the past, that they were taking on David Avanesian at that stage, who had already fought for a minor version of a world title, and yet so highly ranked was and is Josh Kelly by Adam Booth that he felt that Josh was ready
back.
after just 8 professional fights to take on Avanesian, and so they were slated to meet on the undercard.
How are you this evening, Ben? Me?
In December of 2018.
Theo, how are you this evening, mate?
As they've done here today, and then on the Saturday,
Good.
Josh Kelly was
Oh yeah, the other news,
saying that he'd fallen ill.
Rachel Kelly is who was who got the Golden Glove last season for Shell's ladies. His leaving Shell. She's going to Belgium for for 6 months program. Can't see the rest of it. Sorry about that. And other things. Of course, the people that rised up in price last night. Dallas 5 million. Harrison 5.5. Fernandez 11.6 million, and Ings went up as well. 8.5.
Huge difference here, Darren, is that Mauricio Lara, the Mexican who caused that upset last
And the guys that went down the price, Greenish went down.
Because of the
El Ghazi,
around elite sport.
McGill,
Whereas
3.9. I think he's a defender.
it's the same for both of them.
The former Dundalk player,
in December of
Hector,
2019, but it is a fascinating match.
who plays for Fulham now.
Potential of Kelly,
Isaac Hayden went down, and he hasn't been playing. Jimenez went down as well.
Groves to world champion status in the past, and incidentally, George,
Of course, the guy who got manager of the week in the last game week,
says that Josh Kelly
Jer,
is the most
can't pronounce the second name.
he has ever worked with. So
That's
there's
his
a lot to
team
be
name,
about,
manager team.
but this
So
massive
congratulations,
of
Jeff, again.
against
Manager of the week in the last game week. Congratulations.
Avanesian.
Mike, thank you. Looking forward to that one tomorrow night. Don't forget to
Yes.
join Mike and Steve.
Oh yeah, the announce on the Guerrero.
Against David Avanesian on 5 Live Sports Extra from
Will he
10
sign
tomorrow night?
2-year contract, or will this be the end for him at the end of the season? Can't see the rest of it, unfortunately, because of the picture that's on me way.
Two teams moving in opposite directions.
Of course, other signings. Cork City ladies have signed Abby McCarthy and Leah Hayes Cohn. So, never seen those two play. They signed a keeper, and I don't know where Leah Hayes Cohn plays. To be fair, I've never seen these two play.
And it seems a kind of
So, good signing by Cork City ladies.
result has really rocked the boat and the confidence.
Who else?
Yet again, and
Who
it's
else is
almost like a rebuilding, which we know that Ralph Hasenhüttl is.
Oh yeah,
capable of.
the Women's
There's a lot of
Champions
challenge in
League
that team. I do believe
draw
it's a
was
team
made
as well
for
that
the last
at
16.
its best can compete,
Bosberg
absolutely,
have that
most
team
teams in
from
the league.
Norway.
You take one or
I
two
can't
out,
pronounce their name
it kind of melts
because I don't
away a
watch
little bit, and I
Norwegian
think that,
football.
they've struggled with confidence. They can
Barcelona have that team from Denmark. Can't pronounce their
It's a
name.
big problem for any team, obviously. But I
That
think
team
it's
from
the particular-
Sweden.
the big numbers, the big number. that
Helsingborg, is it?
always going to be an issue. And for Chelsea,
Against that Austrian side, can't pronounce their names.
Not obviously 100% convinced yet, 'cause I think he
Brian
needs,
Unick are rated that team from
striker
Kazakhstan.
to cross that line. And
Kazakhstan.
That's what I think Frank needed and probably should have got. but
Who's that?
yeah, I mean,
Man City are home to Louise Quinn's Fiorentina.
Well, yeah, just
Now that will be interesting.
But I look at this Southampton run, and I'm a little bit more concerned than lots of people.
AC Sparta Prague take on
Paris
Paris Saint-Germain,
on the bounce after that.
and
Leeds, Everton,
the European
and then
champions.
Sheffield United. At the moment, they're 10 points
Lim-
above a Fulham team who are really starting
Olympic
sharp in form.
Leon
One or two behind them. I know it's a big
take
gap at the moment, but in
on
this
Brøndby
season
from
where
Denmark.
you play
Jesus,
so
I
many
didn't
games
know.
in a short space
I didn't
of
know
time,
Danish
it's
teams
really
are the
good
last
that
16 of the Women's Champions
these runs
League.
that teams get on
And
seem to
Chelsea
have a
ladies
bigger
take
impact
on
when they do when
Tony
the games are
Duggan's
spaced out a bit and they can
Atletico
get
Madrid.
etc. He needs a result, doesn't he,
And
Rob?
that's the
To
draw.
get this switched, because
And
it's
other
going on for a lot
things.
longer than I thought it would do.
Shelburne have their new away kit.
I agree. I expected it to be a much
It's
more
actually pretty nice. What do you think down in the comments?
Right, especially given the experience of going.
Maybe Brian Shorthall wish he was wearing this now.
I just kind of go like, what is
It's a nice jersey.
point of view to.
And this is St. Pat's
They're not going to get relegated.
goalkeeper jersey.
He's obviously been a bit of a.
Which I am at this point.
You know, at one stage this season, Southampton were top.
It's a nice jersey.
For a few hours.
The stripe,
Yeah, I
the
agree with you in
black
terms of the
part.
fact that
It's not too
got
bad.
some concerns there.
It's kind of like
I
an
don't feel in any way
probably like an art
his job
jersey.
should be at risk. Personally, I just
If
think he will
somebody
get
who made this for
sorted,
St. Pat's,
you know, they'll finish probably.
fair play to you.
Because that's what they deserve.
It's a nice jersey.
Team, though, aren't they? Or one of the
And
number of teams in the Premier
Drogheda
League.
United's
They're good,
away jersey.
But when they're bad, they're really bad.
To be fair, I actually like this jersey.
Early in the season, and they play well.
It's actually very nice.
9 last year, 9 this year.
The Drogheda jersey.
Really go bang, haven't they?
I wish I would get
that's
this,
something they need to really fix, 'cause
but I'm not a Drogheda United
I
fan.
think that's a character.
It's actually a nice
You know,
jersey.
You know, to be getting beat 9-0
Decent.
twice. I mean, that's pretty it is unheard of. You know, we've not seen
Right.
it, and until this Southampton side, which tells me there's something within
Oh yes, I
a
did.
group of players that.
Oh no, that's the wrong
I think
one.
we've all seen. To be honest with you.
The double game weeks have been announced today.
40 minutes or the first half hour of any game, you'll beat
Who
them.
has double game weeks?
And I can't figure out.
Burnley
why
have a
it
double
is,
game
or
week.
I wouldn't
Tottenham
thought
have a
it's just
double
the
game
fact that
week.
they run out of gas or what-
Man United have a double
whatever it is,
game
but
week.
The reality is that if they don't get the success that they feel
Can't
like they
see
should
who
get
else
in
has
those
a double game
moments,
week.
or the ball just don't bounce for them.
Can't see who else.
They go away quite easily.
Can't see who
and
else has a double game week.
That's more of a worrying sign, because that's like characters and
Everton have a
DNA
double
team.
game week.
Yeah. Let's have a look at Fulham Sheffield United.
Who else has a
which
double game week?
is obviously hugely significant because it's 2 teams in the bottom 3.
Jesus, I don't know who else.
I can't buy into the notion that Sheffield United have any kind of chance
Gonna
at
go
all
to
to stay up. I think they're way
follow
too
Ben
far
Crebin on
behind. It's
Twitter.
pure romanticism. But Fulham are a different story.
Who's got a double game week in 26?
To watch them play.
Man City have a double game week.
For them that they've really found difficult to do.
They have West Ham and Wolves. Both of them at home.
Has got good performances.
Aston Villa have got Leeds and Sheffield United. They have 2 Yorkshire teams.
But if Magic can continue to score the odd goal,
Everton have Southampton and West Brom.
They've got a real fighting chance, haven't they, of catching one of the teams above them?
One at home
So,
and
yeah,
one of them away.
Waiting for one of these teams to come out of the
Tottenham
pack and show
have
themselves, and
Burnley and
West Brom
Fulham.
not capable, and Sheffield United are not capable. That is, they're
Fulham
they're
have
two
Palace
teams that are
and
gonna
Tottenham.
but Fulham-
Liverpool, Sheffield United away and
it's one of
Chelsea
those
at home.
situations where if you can just put enough pressure,
Man United have
you know, then Brighton and Newcastle.
Chelsea
all of a
away,
sudden,
Chelsea
you know,
away and
they
Crystal
look like
Palace away.
They're starting to panic a little
The
bit
double
now.
game
Like
week.
you said, he's only ever got one
Chelsea
big
have
point, in my opinion. That's
Man United home,
isn't it?
Liverpool
All
away.
these draws that he's got is just because they missed
Leicester
him.
have Arsenal home,
Anybody that can do it,
Burnley
he
away.
has. So it'd be interesting to see if they can put like a
Wolves,
back-to-back together, you know, back-to-back.
Newcastle away.
Really puts them into the spotlight
Is it?
of actually we're here and we're gonna have a right fight.
Yeah, away to Newcastle. They're also away to Man City as well. Palace are home to Fulham and home to Man United. Burnley have Tottenham away, home to Leicester.
The final kick of the move, which has put
Sheffield
United
United have Liverpool at home.
They didn't score, and that sums up their season. But that
Aston
was
Villa
the case against Everton,
at home.
and then they followed that up with a decent point
West Brom.
in the week. So there is some momentum building, and it's got to be genuine.
They're home to Everton.
No, I totally agree. I think obviously one
And
of the
they're
biggest
home to
problems is the
Brighton.
start of the season, their start that they had to the season. It took them forever.
And
to figure out
and
the
game week 27.
You know, Anderson had a big,
The only teams that only have a double game week.
around, and from then it's just been about getting the ball in the back of the net. So look, they've
Are-
given
are
themselves a
Sa-
chance. The other two
Are Southampton and
are gone, so this game's a big
I
one.
think it's Southampton and Man City
Have a good day
have a
tomorrow.
double game
I'll
week
see
in
you
27.
for the Sunday night. We're going to spend Sunday night together.
Yeah,
It's
so
all
I'm
on a very
so I'm not going to get rid of
United against
Ings.
Newcastle, so I'll see you there.
I get
I
the heat,
don't
so I'll
think-
see you later.
I'm going to borrow Brownie's heater. I'm going to nip and fetch it from his house.
Who else is up?
Have a good night. Thank you, mate. That's Jermaine Genius.
United
on the Friday
gone.
Football Social next week.
Win-
Of course,
win
the team's on
something
their way out of
this
Molineux.
year.
Before we get back to Vicky and Michael, let's check on Watford Derby. Andy Stevenson.
We're 10 minutes into the second half. Watford with a 2-goal lead over Derby. João Pedro got
I
on the end
hope
of a lovely flighted ball from Tom Cleverley
you
just now,
win.
but couldn't finish with a volley for his second of the match. Watford in control and heading third. Watford 2, Derby 0.
Thank you, Andy. So 0-0 at Molineux. Let's head back to the stadium. Michael Brown alongside Vicky Sparks. Vicky, I can only begin to imagine what he's been like at half-time with the heated socks, the heater,
Europa League.
all that kind of nonsense. I just hope he's not put you through too much during the last 15 minutes.
Well, I have to say, he's got a smile on his face, Michael Brown, to my right, because he's drinking a nice hot drink. He's had a biscuit. The heat has been on throughout the first half, but you've not cracked out the heated scarf yet, Michael.
I just went to put it on just for a bit of fun, but I've already got my headphones on and everything, so I thought it's too much.
TJ, how are you keeping, mate? Are you well?
Half day again.
He's gone already. He's gone already. I mean, you say that-
Stephen, how are you keeping? Long time no see, mate. Are you well?
Enjoys being with us on a Friday. Brownie, what can we look forward to in the
Luke, how are you
second half? What do
keeping?
wanna see?
Ah, Sean, how are you keeping, mate?
It's been a good first
Long
half.
time no see.
Could have been slightly better.
Happy New Year to you.
Lots of shots on target.
Mr. Maid, how are you keeping?
Magical moments, wide areas. There's some good
Brian
players, isn't there?
Kinson.
Rafinha, really like
How's
the look of
things,
Neto
Bran?
on the other side.
The man.
That little bit of inconsistency has been there in his game so far. So let's hopefully we can get these players involved, get them in good areas. Conditions haven't been great, but it's two sides that we know are not going to sit back and they're going to go for it.
No.
Yeah, Vicky, back to you then. I think we can expect a few more shots from Neto in the second half. And if you get the chance, just kick your toe against the switch that turns his heater off and see how he responds.
Do you know what, Fletch? Because of social distancing, I'd need a 2-metre long pole, sadly.
And I'd receive a yellow. I'd definitely get a yellow card.
Yeah.
Fletch, I get a yellow, definite.
Stephen Flynn, how are you keeping, mate? You all good?
Fletch, we are ready to get underway. Here
Second
are
half is about to get underway at Molineux.
To kick us off, playing from left to right, 0-0 then.
Follow up and crabbing on Twitter.
To find the breakthrough. Leeds in possession in their traditional home kit, all in white. Wolves in the gold and black shirts, the black shorts and the gold socks as the ball goes out of play. Both sides vociferously appeal. The decision
Ball goes out of play.
So throw to Wolves on the
Throw to the home team.
changes at half-time, so Wolves
This is-
Patricio in goal, the back
Oh, sorry,
three,
TJ.
Cody and Saiss.
All good,
Zaidu,
friend.
Coutinho,
How are
Neves,
you?
Johnny ahead of them with Traore.
Buddy.
Neto, who has been the real standout for Wolves, drawing a brilliant save from Bellier in the first half.
Not too bad, mate.
Front as Rafinha
Staying in bed all the time.
have a free kick just inside their own half, so Leeds with Meslier.
Sean Dunn, how are you keeping this evening, mate?
Stroud and Dallas.
Are you well?
Hudson playing ahead of them. Rafinha, Roberts, Flick and Harrison ahead of him, and Bamford, their top scorer up front. As
Mr.
Stroud
Reid, how are you
just
keeping?
outside the-
Don't know your first name.
Michael Brown, keep the faith.
Because I'm not very good with first names. It's difficult.
One goalless draw in the Premier League so far this season.
Joe
And out of all
Redmond, how are you
sides,
keeping, mate?
games have involved more
How's the academy in Birmingham? Are you all safe?
82 in total, 40 for Leeds, 42 against them. We have to see goals in this second half, Michael Brown, with stats like that.
You're right, we've got to. Keep everything crossed. Hopefully we'll get them. Now Leeds United have started really well. And
Leeds United have started really well.
Inside, Tyler Roberts can't quite bring the ball under his spell, but he gives a thumbs up for the idea.
Gives a thumbs up.
The ball goes out of play for a throw, which Semedo will take over on that far side.
Over that far side.
So Wolves in possession.
Wolves in possession.
Sit just 2 points behind Leeds. They would leapfrog them with a win. Leeds looking to go back into the top 10.
If Leeds beat Wolves, they go above them at the table.
The Gunners as well after this match. As Leeds pick up possession.
Leeds pick up possession.
Wolves half. Sent forward. Wolves will play it away though, but Ayling picks it up.
Ayling.
Outside the centre circle. Out to the left-hand side now.
Left-hand side.
Challenged by Neto. Plays the ball forward. Won't be trapped by Patrick Bamford. And rolls
Patrick
forward
Bamford.
to Rui Patricio, making his 100th Premier League appearance. For Wolves
Patricio
this
making
evening.
his 100th Premier League appearance.
Cody. Ball played forward to Adama Traore.
Adama Traore.
For by everybody, including Marcelo Bielsa, and Traore concedes the free kick to Leeds midway.
Concedes the free kick to Leeds.
It's amazing now, isn't it? As soon as it hits or goes anywhere near someone's hand when they're in an attacking position, everyone just sort of stops and goes, good luck, you can carry on where before you would have...
Carry on well.
Is it not? We play on. Even Bielsa and his coach.
Even Bielsa and his coaching staff.
Away, put their hands up to make sure
Put my hands up!
So there's been no real changes, looking for any sort of team shape, any sort of build-up. We've seen
some sort of build-up.
That are different from the first half. Trying to see if that's the case.
Trying to see that's the case.
Started quite bright.
And here is Ayling in possession for Leeds over on that right-hand side.
Chris Kahn, how are you keeping this evening, mate? Are you well? Are you watching this match as well, pal?
Over right on the left now with Harrison racing down the
Harrison.
left. His touch just took him too wide though. Swings the ball into the
took
area.
him too wide.
He's gone out of play, and Wolves will have a throw deep inside.
Throw to the home team.
You won't accept that, Marcelo Bielsa. It was comfortable. I really like Jack Harrison.
To be fair, Bielsa,
a really good season. But it's
I like the way he sits down in that little chair of his.
Rightly so, the manager was disappointed in it.
Yeah, like myself.
Form at the moment, goal scoring. 6 for the season, 3 in his last 5 games. Jack Harrison has won.
Jack Harrison.
It's been a good start from Leeds in this second half.
Good start by the visitors.
Home side. Over the halfway line has William Jose ahead of him. Johnny to the left.
Johnny to the left.
Johnny will pick it up just on the left-hand touchline. Up against
left-hand touchline.
Johnny will stop and play it back to.
Play it back.
Neves and field to Joao Moutinho. Moutinho opts to go all the way back to Conor.
To be fair, Neves has been good in recent weeks.
Try and close him down as Dendoncker sends the ball out.
Dendoncker.
Just has a little bit too much on it.
Little bit too much on it.
Well, plenty of intent at the start of this second half, Michael Brown, but perhaps not quite the precision in the pass.
Kind of not the precision.
Bielsa there drinking his cup of tea as he's walking, telling his players to do a little bit better.
Yeah, tell your players and managers. Happy drinking tea and coffee. To be fair, it does get very cold in England. What score is it?
Coming in off the line, creating little triangles, little splits. The counters are so good from both sides.
Wolves it is on the counter at the moment. Neto down the right-hand side, trying to step away from Click. He's forced to check and turn and opt to go back into the centre with Roman Saiz, who volleys a pass right back into the centre circle with Conor Cody. I'm not sure if Saiz found himself a little bit surprised to be in that
with Saiz
midway through the Leeds half, but he lays it off and Wolves
lays it off.
And again with Neto, who is at the heart of everything they're doing at the moment. Exchanges the 1-2.
Changes the 1-2.
Lays it off to Johnny.
Lays it off to Johnny.
Leeds nil here on BBC Radio 5 Live.
Here on BBC Radio 5 Live.
And it's behind, and I'm not sure, Espirito Santo will be too.
Espirito Santo.
That he can hit them, of course we do. He scored some absolutely beautiful goals, Ruben Neves, but no need perhaps to go for it from there when Wolves were building up a little bit of it.
Wolves were building.
I think for me, as soon as it opens up as a midfield player, you can see the space ahead. Your touch is good, you have good time to look at it. Get your
good touch, you got time to look up.
Wasn't great, though, for someone
precision wasn't great.
Saiz all the way back to
Saiz from Morocco.
Patrick Bamford will send it long for Patricio. Headed away before William Jose can reach it by Stroud. Will be intercepted though by Wolves and now picked up by Semedo, who is driving through the Leeds half. He just took one touch too many.
He just took one touch too many.
Intercept and send it out to the left-hand side, but it's been given away by Leeds.
Given away by Leeds.
Outside the penalty area,
Neto.
Fires over the bar.
Sabias over the bar.
So dangerous every time he gets on
They're
the ball.
so dangerous every time.
Neither side able to find the breakthrough, but on balance, Wolves will feel.
Some point in this match,
Roberts will be disappointed.
Roberts should be disappointed.
He gets into the area.
He gets into the area.
Pulls on his left and then a late check. On this occasion,
Paul Creighton, how are you, mate?
Great work.
Are you well this evening?
Have to be tighter in possession.
Are you watching this game yourself?
He is turning into such an important player for Wolves this season. Their leading scorer at the moment with Raul Jimenez out injured. Their leading assist maker as well in the Premier League.
Oh, I don't know that one.
20-year-old, certainly impressing and looking lively again this evening. Hasn't been able to beat Melly.
I don't know that one, pal.
Goes over the top
the Fran.
Played back to Pascal Struijk, who squares it to Liam Cooper. Wolves nil. Leeds nil.
Okay.
7.5 minutes played
This
in
evening.
the second half here on 5.
How
Reminder,
are
Burnley
you?
against West Brom is our
No.
commentary tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the Premier League as Harrison
No.
under pressure there, wins the throw, eventually over on that far
Brother.
side. Leeds have a throw midway
Brothering?
inside their own half. Just looking at the two
What the
benches as well,
hell?
Michael Brown, you mentioned the players that Leeds still
Is
have
your,
at
is
the
your dad watching the game?
Phillips, as we've been talking about, Robbie
Paul.
Clark as well, Adam Short, Forshaw, long-term absentee, Berardi, Vader, so they still have
Liam Woods, how are you this evening, pal?
on the bench this evening as Traore flicks it forward into the penalty area, headed away by
Nothing,
Leeds, will come
brother.
out for Ruben Neves.
Watching the
Right
match.
down to Coutinho, midway through the Leeds half. Back to
I'm listening to it on
way back to Connor Cody.
the radio.
Inside the centre serve. Cody feed it forward. Bypasses Coutinho, finds Neto. And now in
I
field to
think
William Jose out to the left, and
is
Johnny
Brown.
trying to take it past Rafinha
What's
with his second touch.
Score.
Rafinha stands up well.
is
Try and
it?
find Bamford over on the left hand side. Bamford does connect, Leeds top scorer, controls, plays it back to Harrison. The space for Ayling over on this right hand side. A clip can find him, instead goes in field to Rafinha, forward to Tyler Roberts. This is patient build up from Leeds, working it well, and now space for Ayling on the right hand side. Whips a fierce ball in, and it's 5
With
for
the first ball in.
Rafinha is claiming that it got an interception from
He got
Cody.
an interception.
In his corner, Nuno Espirito Santo.
Nuno Espirito Santo.
Black puffed coat
Black
with the
coat.
orange hood. He's not too impressed with that.
Well, they're asking for a goal kick. It's trying to see the replay back now.
Is it
Not sure.
a
It's a
good
ricochet
game?
to Taiwan from the angle we've seen.
I don't know because I'm listening to it on the radio, Paul.
Gets his delivery in really early. Now
I don't have that channel.
his corner.
Rafinha will spring
Name
in from the right-hand
not
side,
too
and the
bad,
header over
but
the bar was from Neves. Well,
happy
he's saying
face,
that, but I think
thumbs
that
up.
was a clearer cut one. Neves.
Neves.
His own crossbar. Good defensive header. Leeds have another
Good
corner
defensive
around the
header.
left-hand side.
Yeah, Neves tried to be clever there, didn't he?
Neves tried to be clever there.
Didn't touch it.
That'd be like
The
me.
official David Coote. something
No,
to
not
think
really.
about. Straight away, he's seen it. Rafinha has to do more miles all the way across from one side to the
All the
other
way
to take
across
it.
the side.
It's gone from the in-swinger to the out.
Gone through the in-swimmer.
Would be good. They've got to go short.
Go short.
Was there as the option. Neto was switched on. And closed
Neto was
off, so
switched on.
Rafinha will swing it in again. Raises
We'll
the
swing it
top,
again.
In the air, swings in the outswinger, and it's
Swings in
met
the
and
outswinger.
blocked by Roberts and deflects off his own man.
Oh man.
Goes behind for a Wolves goal kick. Nice technique. From
Goal kick to the home team.
Yeah, good technique.
Good technique.
Hold of it. Just wasn't to be.
Yeah, what? How could it be a good technique if it's not a goal?
The setup.
If it's no goals.
One defending the front post. And there's the three centre-backs all aligned on the
Three
6-yard
centre-backs
area.
on the line.
Need to keep it away from them. And the delivery
Needed to
on
keep
this
it away from them.
good. The outswinger. You can come
Outswinger.
on the back, around the back.
It'd be like outswinger.
She's coming in,
Something like
putting
that.
in a good connection.
Ah!
So free kick to Wolves. 0-0.
Free kick to the home team.
In this second half, and Roberts is pushing up.
I hope Leeds score.
Up the pitch.
What do you think in the comments?
Leeds look to find the breakthrough. They've hit the post in the first half.
Yeah, but I don't think it was a Bamford shot anyway.
Patricio, as Harrison sends it all the way back to Melier.
Give it to Bamford for God's sake.
It's a very good save from Neto, and a save smartly from Semedo as well. Neto's had several sights of goal.
Several sides on goal.
Side able to find that elusive.
I think the bonus points at the moment, I think, will be the Leeds keeper at the moment. If he doesn't concede.
Ball from Saiz just about has enough on it to reach Dendonka.
Dendonka.
Close down Patricio. Cody.
Close down Patricio.
Dinks it over the head of Bamford.
Close down the head of Bamford. Operation.
Not being given any time to try and
Not being given any time.
half as Neto will win that
Neto.
challenge on the halfway line, picked up by Ruben Neves now. Just inside
Ruben
the
Neves.
circle as Wolves stream forward, the golden black shirts. Just
Golden black shirts.
touch there by Johnny. Allows Strout to get the foot in, and it bounces out for a Wolves throw.
Bounces out for a Wolves throw.
They played out really well, didn't they?
Cody.
That's a Dendonka.
Of course, he used to be a Liverpool youth team player.
Under pressure, he clipped it.
Never got a chance in the first team.
Neto plays it then again inside.
But that's life.
Neves steps through.
Once you don't give up, you play for another team.
From Leeds United, and
He's got a chance
no one seems
got
to
his
be
chance
getting the best
as
at the moment. It's cancelling each
with
other.
Wolves.
Talked about quality in the areas. Someone's got to make something happen.
Traore goes down. The decision
Traore goes down.
eventually. Ayling tried a bit of gamesmanship there.
Ayling tried a bit of gamesmanship. There's no gamesmanship.
And said, no, it's a Wolves
Well, they can't be if you want to.
Forward to Traore, turning away from Ayling in field two.
Turn away from Ayling.
Now back to Connor Cody. What have you made?
Now back to Connor Cody.
We've spoken so much about Neto, Michael Brown.
Neto, Michael Brown.
Consistent, still summing him up this evening, do you feel?
Well, that's what he is. We know
That's
that.
what he is.
Unplayable at times.
Unplayable at times.
We've seen it in the first half where
In the first half,
1, 2, 3 stayed on his feet.
1, 2, 3 stayed on the speed.
The left-hand side, Vicky, and he got it wrong. He just straight.
He got it wrong.
It was a comfortable one. So
Comfortable
that
one.
Say, how does he do that? So you get in the areas.
Get the areas.
End product.
End product.
Leads with the ball just outside their own penalty area. Yes, that's it. End product.
End product.
For the Dharma Traore at the minute.
Dharma Traore.
It's 43 Premier League games without a
43 Premier League games.
Without an assist. If you're not
Without
scored,
an
you need
assist.
to be creating them, and of course there's more than the final pass when it comes
More
to
than the
creating
final
them.
pass.
They needed to do that, Wolves, as the ball goes
They
out.
needed to do that, Wolves.
So just inside their own half.
Yeah, they do. Just see now as there'll be a few changes coming.
Few changes.
Now into the second half. The amount of games that have been played so far, you always see the changes now. Bielsa just still shouting instructions. He's right behind Luke Ayling. I used to remember when I was playing and the manager's near you.
And the manager's nearly.
It's what to do. You're thinking, oh, if it's positive, I'll have a look
If
over
it's
the shoulder.
positive.
If it's negative, I'll pretend that I've not really heard it. So
I not really heard it.
don't you dare do that though.
Ball goes out of play for a Wolves throw on the far side.
Throw Wolves.
Without fans in the stadium, a lot of the players have said that you can't pretend that you don't.
You
feel
can't pretend.
anymore. That's one of the many disadvantages.
That's a many disadvantages.
Make their first change,
Marcel.
And Johnny is off now.
Johnny is off now.
They're easing back from injury. Hasn't played 90 minutes since coming back from that ACL. And Marcel, just back from a month and a half out himself, is on for his second substitute appearance in as many matches. So Wolves at the throw over on the far side. Let's get an update from the Championship. Watford against Derby. Andy Stevenson.
Still Watford leading Derby by those two quick-fire first half goals. Watford under Xisco Munoz looking in control, but Derby in their shocking pink away kit are not giving up anything just yet. Kamil Jezwiak, Lee Gregory on as substitutes as Wayne Rooney's team look for a way back in. But with 18 minutes left, it's Watford 2, Derby 0.
Nelson Semedo with the shocking pink boots has just given away a free kick, so Leeds in possession midway through the Wolves half, 0-0 here on BBC Radio 5 Live. Half an hour to play here at Molineux. It's flipped forward by Ayling, will be intercepted by Saiss and played down to Traore, but it was a loose touch from Traore, and then he rather bundles over Ayling as Ayling tried to steal in and win back possession, and it will be a free kick to Leeds midway through the Wolves half on the right hand side. I remember Ayling speaking a couple of weeks ago about how much Marcelo Bielsa has improved his game, but he also does say that he gets forward a lot more, which is what Bielsa wants him to do. But as soon
What
as
Bielsa wants him to do.
just here, Ayling from the other side of the pitch, and he knows at that point he's got to get back. As Rafinha swings the ball in, it's flicked on and into the arms of Rui Patricio.
Rui Patricio.
Quickly overarm up to Pedro Neto, who's the
Up to Pedro Neto.
Up on the halfway line. Does very well to hold on to it there. Neto
Does very well to hold on.
Neves has ball forward, won't find William Jose.
Won't find William Jose.
Midway through their own
Their new signing.
Watching the movement again now, it's difficult.
It's difficult.
Ayling. How far do you go forward? Because you know you've got to come back.
Got to come back.
Turnover there, Rui Patricio, as soon as he gets it, for full-back areas, it's always key.
How are you this evening, mate?
Again,
don't know your full name.
The ball, it seems to just keep
are you well?
He's on the ball again.
He's on the ball again.
0-0 here at Molineux. Forward to Rafinha, back to
Rafinha.
Picks it up to Matthias Klick, who then is
Matthias Klick.
over, and the ball is
I think one goal's going to win it at the moment.
Brown stretches and it hits producer Rob on the head.
K-O-H.
And bounces away to our right hand side. I thought you were going to go for that there.
What the hell does that mean?
Rob, I can't believe the
What the hell does that mean?
Collector's item, the new ball, Vicky.
I don't know what that means, pal.
Far too honest.
Either he or she.
So free kick to Leeds.
Free kick to the visitors.
Midway through the Wolves half, still goalless.
Still goalless.
Leeds, who have had the fewest draws, joint fewest draws, I should say, of any side in the Premier League this season. Just the two.
Any side of the Premier League.
They are deadlocked here with Wolves so far at Molineux. But what can they do from this? Here is Rafinha. Swings the ball in. It's a great delivery. Brilliant save by Patricio. Off the line again from Bamford's follow-up. And Wolves
Off the line.
Just get it out of the
Damn it.
penalty area. Click will try the
Nearly a goal for Leeds.
Won't break to Traore, and Ayling will tidy up and pick up possession on the halfway line for Leeds. But that so easily could have been 1-0 Leeds.
It could have been. This is as good as a ball in.
Bamford should have scored.
It's amazing that we've referenced it. Rafinha's delivery.
Keep on
swinging
hooping.
This time, swings it right into the penalty area. You knew it was good.
Absolutely.
Here comes Adama Traore though for Wolves, approaching the D. Shot, fires off the bar and bounces off Meslier and into the back of the net.
Goal.
How unfortunate for the Leeds goalkeeper, but Wolves have the breakthrough. Leeds go so close, twice at the other end. Wolves counter, and the ball is finally in the back of the net. Wolves 1, Leeds 0.
This is what we watch football for. That's a quite remarkable couple of moments in football. Traore breaks from those Leeds chances. He drives 25 yards out. He has no right to hit a strike like it does. He smashes it towards goal, right into the top corner, hits the crossbar. The diving, Meslier just on the floor. It comes back off his head and just trickles over the line. Very unfortunate. But the wide play we mentioned about inconsistency, we've just seen the best of him. Amazing goal.
Well, the announcer's given it to Traore, but it's a Meslier own goal, and you have to feel sorry. As Michael Brown says, for the Leeds goalkeeper, he is diving through the air, trying to stop that superb effort from Traore that cannons back off the woodwork, and there is Meslier doesn't know anything about it. Just hits him on the back of the head and trickles back over the goal line. And in bizarre circumstances, Wolves are ahead. But as you say, the quality of the effort from Adama Traore is what creates the goal. They sometimes
1-0.
deserve that bit of luck in football, and Wolves have got it.
Vicky, it was a ridiculous effort. How he does it.
How did Leeds United not score the other end?
Strike heading right towards the top corner. After Leeds United, how they didn't score.
Scott Hughes 7. How are you keeping, mate? Welcome to the live stream for the first time. Are you out this evening?
Through to Patricio. The offside flag goes off at the moment. We'll get your thoughts on that. Please
go.
chance in a moment, but there's been a goal at Watford. Andy Stevenson.
Well, as you might expect, Wayne Rooney's teams will never give up, and Derby have pulled one back. It's an own goal across, deflected in off William Troost-Ekong. I think he was expecting the ball to be cleared in front of him, and he was surprised when it hit him on the body. He couldn't really do anything about it, and it's gone in. Watford 2, Derby 1.
And goals going in everywhere as handball appeal against Conor Cody is given. Free kick to Leeds. Midway through the Wolves half on the right-hand side. So, yeah, going back to that. Leeds, right before that Wolves goal, Michael Brown.
It was so unfortunate.
It was so unfortunate. I think it came back off the bar. And a hit.
Straight at the goalkeeper. Who said anywhere else.
It's had such a good match, the Leeds keeper.
Then comes along with his head
just unfortunate.
Towards the goal, right, heading onto the goal line, and then, as we say, the counter-attack comes so quickly as we're trying to talk about it, and that's what he does. When you're open,
damn Wolves.
Devastating, and he was on this occasion. Brilliant. I just can't get the strike is amazing. When anyone
the strike is amazing.
And then it ricochets off, and it's the goalkeeper on the back and trickles in.
Came off the goalkeeper's back.
Marcelo Bielsa has
happens, he's not the only one. It's happened to so many keepers in the years.
Right hand side, just about level with the edge of the penalty area, midway through the Wolves half.
Through the Wolves half.
Over it. We have seen the quality of his set piece delivery so far this evening. What can he do here? It's another good delivery, and the stretch and the save is made by Patricio. It's Liam Cooper again, sticking round at the back post behind for a Leeds corner. And I think
corner to the visitors.
Michael Brown. No, they won't. So you can make a comment.
Again, straight. The ball is brilliant. The run's great.
The ball is brilliant.
Right around the back. It's the deep one. And keeper stretching with
keeper stretches.
Just some contact straight into the goalkeeper's chest. Can't believe it's not in.
Corner swung in from the right hand side, and Cooper's there again, and he's headed behind. No, it's
Cooper's there again.
Down by the byline, and Tyler Roberts dinks it back into Rafinha, who's
Rafinha.
It's another brilliant ball, and Patricio comes.
Patricio comes.
On it. The referee, David Coote, eventually gives a goal kick, but he did enough there.
Goal kick to Wolves.
To put off the Leeds players arriving at the back post.
It's an exhibition on delivery.
It's an exhibition on delivery.
Magic wand. He just keeps putting it in areas.
He just keeps putting in areas.
Unbelievable balls.
Unbelievable balls.
In the rerun again of Cooper. It goes
Cooper.
right at the goalkeeper. Then again round the back post. We've seen Bamford following up, and we've seen the clip again.
See the clip again.
It's endless deliveries.
It's endless delivery.
Great quality. But they've got to score one of them.
But they got to score one of them.
It's 1-0 back at Ellen Road earlier this season. Wolves
Hope,
through Jimenez.
think it could be the same score
An element of luck about that
as it
well.
was in Ellen Road.
And it is 1-0 through that Meslier own goal after a
Very unfortunate.
fabulous strike. It hit the woodwork. It gives Wolves the advantage midway through the second half here on 5 Live. And here comes
On 5 Live.
down the right hand side. The cross is
Leeds will come at Wolves.
for a Wolves corner. Every time I look up, it's corner Wolves, corner Leeds, chance Wolves.
Every time it's corner Wolves, corner Leeds.
Yeah, it's a great game. This time it was a cutting.
But it's only 1-0.
Need we ask which Wolves player was getting on the end of it? It was Neto.
It was
Put
Neto.
on, you come short to go long. Give the defender. You'll
Give a defender
pull back something to think about. Movement's really
something
good.
to think about.
And the weight of it was key to the move.
So Wolves corner.
Wo-
Neto
Home team
on
corner.
the far side, swings it in low. It's cleared away.
Cleared away.
And out for a throw to Wolves. Level
Out
with
for a
Leeds,
throw
that
in to
penalty
Wolves.
area on the right hand side. Wolves who lead by a goal to nil.
Damn Wolves.
BBC Radio 5 Live. Semedo.
Damn Francis. I always say that.
Side, preparing to take this throw. Wolves who, as things stand, are going above Leeds in the Premier League table by a point. Leeds will still have a game in hand though, and their opponents. Wolves have it down by the corner flag. Neto, lovely turn, plays it again.
Plays it again.
Deflected behind. What a superb game he's having.
Yeah, it's a good game. But
It's a good game.
To Stuart Dallas, he recovered really well. Got the block in.
Leeds will come at them 3 now in the end.
Isn't it? That's the difference when he gets any sort of space.
If Leeds don't score tonight,
Get another set piece. The quality's got to be a little bit.
They be
better.
robbed.
Delivery's not been good.
Moutinho is there as well, and Neto this time will leave it for Joao. Moutinho swings it into the edge of the 6-yard box, looking for Dendoncker, headed away by Leeds, helped on out of the penalty area. Semedo against Pablo Hernandez, appeal for handball, and that's given. Hernandez throws a gloved hand up in the air in frustration, but the arm was raised, and as we said earlier, Michael Brown, you are more likely than not to get penalised for that. So free kick to Wolves.
Free kick Wolves.
Just about midway through the Leeds half.
Midway through the Leeds half.
Right position. It's the in-swinger which we've seen.
It's
from
the
Rafinha.
in-swinger.
I quite like this sort of the outswinger here now from the right-footed delivery from that
Through the
corner.
right foot.
Put it in the corridor between the back four.
The back four.
So Neto and Moutinho.
Neto and Moutinho.
Who lead 1-0. It will be Moutinho to drive it in, and again, it doesn't beat the first man, Rafinha.
Rafinha.
Puts it away for Leeds. Then a high boot from Hernandez, trying to get some distance on it. Will spin back towards the penalty area. Headed down by Traore.
Traore.
Who does very well to force that out to the right-hand side under pressure to Neto. Moutinho tried to play it
Moutinho.
back to Neto, but it's intercepted by Leeds.
Intercepted by Leeds.
Hernandez. And they opt to go all the way back to Meslier.
To Meslier.
Out to the left-hand side again.
Out through the left-hand side again.
Hernandez just inside his own half for Leeds. Wolves 1, Leeds 0 here on BBC.
Wolves 1, Leeds 0.
Zayling chests the ball down on the halfway line. You know, Espirito Santo watching on. Zayling advances down the right for Leeds. Has Rafinha there as an option.
Has Rafinha there.
Ayling swings the ball into the area. But it evades Bamford. Will be picked up by Harrison though.
Picked up by Harrison.
Left hand side, pulls it back to Roberts, just inside the penalty area. Left hand side, Moutinho for company. Pull it back to Dallas now.
Put it back to Dallas.
Now, receives it back from Hernandez. Dallas tried to squeeze it through to Roberts in the penalty area. And Patricio will gather up the deflected effort. Nice movement.
Nice movement by Leeds.
From start to finish, out in the left back, Harrison.
Harrison.
A little bit of pressure, use the goalkeeper, gets it back.
Gets it back.
1-2s with Dallas, clips it in, and moves it out to the right hand side. If that would have been some goal, if they'd have progressed. They got forward, but they just ran out of any sort of areas. So
Just ran out of any sort of areas.
Trying to progress up the pitch.
Trying to progress up the pitch.
Trying to progress up the pitch illegally there. Rafinha trying to take a throw about 15 yards.
15 yards.
From where the ball spun out, which was on the halfway line. Leeds looking to get back on level terms.
Leeds looking to
One
get back on
clean
level
sheet in the
terms.
last 8 Premier League games now for Marcelo Bielsa's side. Wolves, conversely, have
Wolves.
scored for the first time. Scored the opener for the first time in 15 Premier League games, and it wasn't even a Wolves player that got it. It was Meslier, created by a fabulous shot though from Adama Traore that cannoned back off the woodwork, bounced off Meslier, who could do nothing about it, and trickled over the goal line. Leeds in possession over on the left hand side. Roberts exchanges passes now and plays it forward to Harrison. Space as he advances down towards the byline, dinks the ball across over the head of Rafinha.
Rafinha.
Right hand side and Pablo Hernandez. Challenged by Neves, trying to play it off Marcel.
Marcel.
Hernandez, and then Neves plays the ball.
Carl Ryan, how are you keeping, mate? Are you well this evening?
I think they feel that they perhaps could have had a free kick a little bit.
Ryan
earlier.
Beavers, how are you this evening, mate?
Neves are
Are you well?
having a little conversation with the assistant over on this near side, and referee David Coote is coming over to Connor Cody and saying,
Connor Cody.
"You just need to calm your team down here."
Just need to calm your team down here.
The assistant referee, let me just tell you, he sort of put his hand out and he sort of
He
said,
put his hand out.
"Listen, I get it, I understand, I might have made a mistake." David Coote doesn't really have to step in. They've done the job. If it carries on, they have to get the point across to say, "Come on, improve." It's the same as with the team.
Improve, it's the same.
The players generally leave it. Once the assistant
How's
referee goes
the
like that,
match
listen,
run?
I've got it wrong.
I'm listening to it on the radio, Carol. I don't have those channels.
The problem is, some of them won't do that. They're afraid to say I got it wrong. But the players will accept it. Just put your hand up, say I got it wrong. What can you do?
Wolves lose possession.
Robbo Davidson, are you well this evening? Mate?
Knees in anguish. I'm not sure Wolves thought that should have been a free kick either, but it
Should have been a free kick.
position. Midway through the Wolves half, Wolves who leads by a goal.
Glenn Wilson, are you well this evening, mate?
Was that the main thing for you with officials, that they would at least acknowledge when they got something wrong?
Got something wrong.
They wouldn't, and they back it all the way until you see it afterwards. And you
See it afterwards.
But there's only a couple of them over time.
Over time.
Straight away, or you have a go. I got that one wrong, and straight.
I got that one wrong.
You just say, "Thank you, okay, great." What?
Okay, great.
But a lot won't accept it.
But the ref won't accept it.
Two leads, Rafinha. Best part of 30 yards out.
30 yards out.
Looking for Ayling, well headed away.
Looking for Ayling.
We'll come back to Rafinha though. He's
Back to Rafinha.
And that was an important interception from Cooper, because
Cooper.
Neves could have sprung the counter there. Instead, it's Leeds back in possession.
Leeds back in possession.
On the left-hand side with Hernandez.
Hernandez.
Roberts swings a very good ball in, and that bounced just past Patricio's post. Well, that
Bounced
was a
between
cross
Patricio's
whipped in there by
post.
Roberts, but it almost got the better of Patricio. I'm not sure he quite knew where that was going.
It's about conversions now, isn't it?
It's about conversions now, isn't it?
Creating opportunities.
Creating opportunities.
Get on the back post, get around it, right in the centre of the goal. A great delivery. Just doesn't seem to be falling for Leeds this evening. Getting frustrated. Now Wolves can counter at any point.
Into the final 15 minutes at Molineux. Wolves 1, Leeds 0. Leeds in possession. Traore makes the interception though, and it's all the way back with Marcel as we see a shot of Raul Jimenez watching on in the stands. We'll be cheering Ruben Neves on as Neves races over the halfway line, out to the right-hand side to Neto.
To Neto.
Wolves look to add to their one-goal advantage. Back to Matinho.
Matinho.
Plays it off to Neto again. Did the dummy pass in, and instead
Did the
just
dummy pass?
keeps hold of possession over on that right-hand side. William Jose now on.
William Jose.
Almost into the penalty area.
Almost
surrounded
into the
by
penalty
Marcel,
area.
And it's just one back on the edge of the box and cleared away to
Cleared
safety
away.
by Pascal Strauch. Out for a Wolves
Cash
try,
out.
level with the edge of that
Strauch.
penalty area on the far side.
Once they've got the lead.
Got the lead.
Time now, they can have a little set up. It's Wolves side, just delaying it, having a little look.
Having a little look.
10 minutes, just put on the back foot. It's their time to come forward again.
Taylor, how are you keeping, buddy? Are you well this evening?
Into the corner flag and then
Corner
away
flag.
from the penalty area, but a
Where the penalty area?
touch from Neto, and Leeds can counter. Flag stays down. Back
Flag.
into the penalty area. Bamford finishes. Brilliant finish. Now the flag goes up.
Oh,
So
no.
It's to VAR.
It's gone to VAR.
From Leeds. As things stand, the goal is ruled out. But we've seen tight calls here in the last
don't tell me this goal's not gonna-
innings for Southampton. Has he just gone early, Michael?
Oh
Brown?
no.
He's just gone. I mean, it's so tight. It looks like he has gone early.
It's not going to count, I don't think.
Very lucky if that's the case, because he makes the mistake into Roberts. Slick football, slides it right through the centre of Cody.
Of Cody.
Bunker, and the finish as Rui Patricio was coming out to Bamford. Oh, it could be on.
Oh, could be on.
This is so tight. VAR.
I hope this stands. I have your man.
And the back of Connor Cody's heel. I'm not sure I can call this one, Michael.
Well, it's looking tight in the
Down to the VAR.
To Bamford's knee, and the goal is disallowed.
Just offside.
Oh.
Knobbly knees for Patrick Bamford. And it remains Wolves 1, Leeds.
Disallowed goal.
To explain how tight that is, when you see the line go across the pitch, it's the heel.
Damn it!
Donker is raised so as if he's pointing his foot
Hey,
to the ground.
how
And it's
are
the
you?
knee of Bamford in
I'm not doing too bad, Taylor.
The knee comes up to get on the end of it. The line goes across.
George, how are you this evening, mate?
Close. So unfortunate. These are these are the margins that were.
Kevin, how are you this evening?
Fixtures.
Are you well?
It was such a good.
The visitors just had to go disallowed for offside.
Bamford, clinical.
No goal.
Well, it's a warning to Wolves, isn't it? Even
Needed that goal to stand.
Tight offside
Because I Bamford.
of what Leeds can do on the counter through Patrick
Go
Bamford.
get
And they can
them.
make the bodies forward. And as Michael says, it was a superb finish from Bamford. He did his
Superb
job.
finish,
Play
but
down, play to the whistle. As Leeds play the ball out for a Wolves throw just inside the Leeds half.
Needed that goal to stand.
Play at Molineux. Wolves
But VAR comes into play once again.
in the second half after Traore's strike.
Oh well,
The woodwork
these things
of
happen.
The unsuspecting Leeds goalkeeper.
Still 1-0 Wolves with
3 wins in their
nearly
last
10 minutes left.
Premier League games. We talk about
Plus stoppages.
Michael, and one result can have a big impact, but unbeaten in 4 in the Premier League, having not won in 8, winning 3 of those 4, including against Arsenal, drawing with Leicester. This really is a potential turning point for Wolves.
It is, well, it's a big turning point.
It's a big turning point.
So they showed momentum, they showed courage to come out straight away against Leeds United side and brought the game to them. We've seen
Brought the game into turn or change, something like that.
And now, how do they defend it out? Have they got the confidence? Can they create more opportunities?
Well, Leeds have got to create more opportunities.
Well, more substitutions below that they're going to make.
Wolves have a throw deep in Leeds territory. Yes, the double substitution being prepared by Leeds. Alioski and the former Wolves man, Elder Costa, are about to come on as Leeds win back possession through Rafinha, who has been their bright spark, as Neto has been that for Wolves, as Patricio comes to the edge of his penalty area and gathers ahead of Tyler Roberts.
He can play, can't he, Rafinha? Right in the centre of the pitch, which you don't want in your own half. A little cheeky nutmeg, and then a great ball. He's apologising as well. So he wants to do well, he wants to learn, he wants to do well for his side. And now Traore draws another free kick. Is to kill it and slow it down and be able to make these substitutions.
So the changes are being made. Elder Costa, former Wolves man, is on. Jack Harrison is off. And the fourth official just wrestling with his own substitutes board there as Mateus Klick also makes way for Gianni Alioski. So he's going for it, Marcelo Bielsa. You would expect nothing.
Marcelo Bielsa's going for it.
You wouldn't. You see possibly the change that he makes. Alioski going into that full-back position so he can get forward in the areas. He knows that role very, very well for Bielsa, but it does lead them, as we said, and we keep talking about it, when Stuart Dallas goes into midfield and the counter-attacks, Alioski's got to be very careful.
Now this is a potential concern for Wolves. They are preparing to bring on Ryan Aït-Nouri, and Marcel has gone down just in front of Nuno Espirito Santo. Now it's at this stage in the game with 8.5 minutes plus added time to play. You never know if a player is just buying a bit of time, but Marcel just back from injury, having come on as a substitute, and he is coming off. So he is back up to his feet, Marcel. He's got a big smile on his face, and the substitute is substituted. So Wolves will hope that is not too serious, but there's a grimace now as he goes off Marcel, and he's going, it looks like, straight down the tunnel to our left. And that is frustrating for him. Only his second appearance since returning from injury. Just went down on the halfway line. And Wolves will hope that that is a long-lasting problem. So, Ryan Aït-Nouri is on. Saiss dinks the free kick forward for Wolves on the edge of the halfway line, and it goes out of play by a Leeds head. for a Wolves throw deep in Leeds territory, and that, Michael Brown, is where they want the ball.
Do you know when you see you're playing in that left back, left wing back role, and the change is made and it's not you? You sat thinking, oh, I'll have a bit more of a drink, I'll have a little snack, there's no way I'm going to go, and Aït-Nouri says that's me done for the night, and all of a sudden, 10 minutes later, you're on. You've always got to be ready in this game.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Yeah, I've done it before, sat there thinking, yeah, that's me, I'm not going on, and the shot comes to you very, very quickly.
Leeds win back possession, but that ball won't be kept in by Tyler Roberts on the right-hand side, and it spins away out for a throw to Wolves. 7 minutes plus added time to
7
play.
minutes plus added time, people.
Wolves 1, Leeds 0. And we can head for a full time at Watford in the Championship against Derby. Andy Stevenson.
Watford beat Derby 2-1 to go third in the Championship and dent Wayne Rooney's good run as Derby boss. Watford's first looked like a skillful finish from João Pedro, but it was actually an Andre Wisdom clearance which rebounded off the Brazilian striker's heel into the net. Moments later, Will Hughes scored against his old club, drilling a low shot into the bottom corner of the net with a slight deflection not doing any harm. Derby did pull one back through an own goal, a Nathan Byrne cross put into his own net by William Troost-Ekong, but that was a consolation. Xisco Munoz looking very promising as the Hornets manager. Watford 2, Derby 1.
Thanks, Andy. Here at Molineux, Wolves 1, Leeds 0 into the dying stages as Leeds pick up the ball just outside their own penalty area. Forward to Bamford, who's had an
Leeds
equaliser
pick up the
ball
ball.
for offside in this second half as Dendoncker will clear away up towards William Jose. Wolves want to foul for that challenge by
Anto, how are you this evening? Are you well?
Has done really well to win the ball back. Down the right-hand side for Wolves, plays the ball into the
Wolves
penalty
have the
area.
ball.
Neves is up there. Strouk will head away.
Strouk.
The ball is brought down on the edge of the penalty area. Moutinho curls an effort just over the bar.
Moutinho just
Well, he's
curls
only
it over the
got 3
bar.
times to João Moutinho, but all of them have been sumptuous. And
All
that
of them
one
have been
Great work
sumptuous.
down the right-hand side by Neto, trying
By
to
Neto.
clear lines. Just set for him. From that point, he's got to score.
At that point, he's got to
it
score.
At least you fancy him with such a strong right foot. Nuno's
Strong right foot.
Santo below is very, very disappointing.
Was
Throws
very
it out, but
disappointing.
realises that the chance that would have won the game.
Chance that would have won the game.
Ball over the top from Pablo Hernandez, brought down by Tyler Roberts, just inside the penalty area.
Just inside the penalty
Right,
area.
a little toe poke there from Leander Dendoncker, and it's behind for a Leeds corner into the final
Corner to the visitors.
Wolves 1, Leeds 0 here on BBC Radio 5 Live.
See how quick the counter-attack is there, wasn't it? Into the areas. Again, delivery is going to be key. This
Again, delivery is going to be key.
corner. Can Wolves be the first contact, or will Leeds United finally break it?
Rafinha is over it, headed away. First contact by Connor Cody for Wolves. Nuno Espirito Santo
What's happening here?
appealing on the touchline because Saiss has gone down on the edge of the
Saiss has
penalty
gone
area, and
down.
He's been caught there, so it will be a free kick to Wolves.
Free kick
Inside their
Wolves.
own
Saiss
penalty
fouled.
area, and the seconds just eke away for Leeds United, and Saiss looks to be in some discomfort there.
Looks some
Yeah, I'm not
discomfort
sure
there.
what he's done. He's saying there's a slight injury, but
Jamie Dawson, how are you this evening, mate? Are you well?
it was rolling around as if it was really bad. It amazes me at times.
Amazes me at times.
Tactical gamesmanship.
Tactical gamesmanship.
Try to see out these 3 points that will take them
These
to
3
top of the
points.
in the Premier League table up to 11th.
Up to 11th. If it stays this way.
Is preparing to come on for Wolves just to eat up a few more moments. As
Few
referee
more
David
moments.
just has a conversation in the centre
Conversation.
circle with Pablo Hernandez and Liam Cooper as well. I
Liam
think
Cooper
they're
as well.
perhaps complaining about the delay, but Wolves are within their rights to make a substitution, and it's being made now. William Jose, who has not really been able to get on the ball much this evening for Wolves, is replaced by their club record signing Fabio Silva.
It's a strange one, isn't it? When we've got a man on the floor, injured, all the worry. They've got no worry about it, and that's what I was saying. There's nothing wrong with him.
He's done his job for his team, I think Wolves would say. Traore picks it up down the left-hand side for the home side, who still lead by a goal to nil. Moutinho in field, forward by Neves to Traore. Nice take, almost stolen away from him by Rafinha, but Traore will feed Aït-Nouri, and then Aït-Nouri, to his credit, Aït-Nouri tried to keep going, but he had been tripped, and Wolves had the free kick.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the truth. There was enough. Luke Ayling seems a little bit disappointed. Trying to see the rerun, and he's dived. It looks on the replay that he's dived. There's no contact.
No contact.
We see that there was. And now it's an area.
Now it's an area.
Really going to take the time right at the end of this game.
Time at the end of this game.
Well, that's it, isn't it? Ayling leaves the foot out, and it's clever from Aït-Nouri, isn't it? Because he anticipates the contact.
Anticipate the
half goes down,
contact.
Then gets up again, and the referee thinks, well, contact was made.
Contact was made.
Wolves have the free kick, when in fact, contact might not have been made at all. So, set piece to Wolves.
Set piece for Wolves.
Touched off by Martinho to Neto, who will take it into the corner.
Who take it to the corner.
Sort of time for Wolves as the ball spins out of play.
Spins out of play.
Way, Wolves not very happy about that at all. But Leeds not waiting for them to make their protest. They need to get things underway quickly.
They need to get things going, Leeds. They're nearly out of time.
The former Wolves man still inside his own half. Wolves 1, Leeds 0.
Wolves 1, the visitors 0.
Alioski will try and keep that in on the far left-hand side.
Alioski.
Fine margins. David Coote decides that it does stay in. Nuno Espirito Santo beneath us is protesting as the shot is driven in.
Espirito Santo protesting.
Just inside the penalty area from Tyler Roberts. And
Tyler Roberts
weren't back in possession there. Leeds still had it down by the byline, but that was such a thunderous shot from Roberts, and it was blocked right on the edge of the penalty area. And I think he's right to stop it there because Cody is down, and that was an
Cody is down.
in the face for Connor Cody. It's one of those where you think he really could have taken a bit of a whack there, and if it's a head injury,
bit of a rack there, could be a head injury. He has to stop play.
It's a great block, nice and brave from the centre back.
Don't think it's not Leeds' night at the moment.
He knows the game. He's caught on the head. If the referee had just let it go for another 2 or 3 seconds, which he could
let it go for another 2 or 3 seconds.
You know, that's the difference in how long you leave it. But yeah, strange one. He'll be fine.
Strange one. He'll be fine.
Well, this is an interesting one because it'll be a drop ball. It will be a drop ball. It looks like to Wolves in their own penalty area, but you could
drop ball to Wolves.
Helder Costa was going to pick that up for Wolves over on the far side, and so up for Leeds on the far side, and so Leeds imminently about to win back possession, but the decision was that Wolves were in possession, as it were.
In possession, as it were.
Down. So drop ball to Wolves, and as you say, Michael Brown, a good opportunity gone for Leeds as Fabio Silva picks it up for Wolves inside the penalty area and drives just wide.
Just wide by the sub. Silva.
Will have a corner, and they still lead Leeds by a goal to 0.
Just that little lack of concentration. Fabio Silva gets involved. Just puts him off and then takes his shot really early.
We're in the 90th minute now.
Post. See Meslier really struggling at the.
Meslier struggling.
To put his left hand across. Now they're just going to really take the time in the last minutes of this game.
Into 5 minutes of added time. Wolves 1, Leeds 0 here on 5 Live. And as Michael Brown says, Wolves are taking absolutely as long as possible over this corner. They have Traoré there as an option. Now Neto saying, look, they're not 10 yards. Referee David Coote is coming over and saying, right, you're getting booked for not taking it quickly enough. Well, that's one way to delay a bit of time. But they have the option to take it short, and they do. Neto to Traoré, who plays it off Dallas. Wolves throw, and the second tick away. Wolves 1, Leeds 0.
There's no other time in the game that the referee would issue a yellow card there. Do you know, you've got to get a little warning, just say, in a second, I'll do that. But give them a warning.
Give them a warning.
Time running out. The warning issued quickly to Neto. I think, to be fair on that one, he was actually protesting about what he
was actually protest.
The distance of the Leeds wall, so it wasn't just that he was taking a hugely long time. As Wolves do well to keep the
Wolves
ball
do
down
well
in that corner and win another throw. This is all they have to do now, Wolves, to see this one.
Can't see Leeds scoring.
They're
going to have to wait until the next game against Southampton.
To get the ball back wherever they can, but it just doesn't look
just a shame that Bamford goal was disallowed. Shame.
The ball's kicked out of play.
Yeah, they keep winning the ball, Leeds, but sending it straight out of play under pressure. Another throw.
Another throw.
Traoré though is dispossessed.
Traoré.
Leeds will try and counter, but it comes straight back at them. Picked up by Fabio Silva just inside the penalty area. Dispossessed. Ayling then takes a touch under pressure from Pedro Neto and sends it out to the left-hand side. Well, they're
sends it out.
Not to send it long immediately, are they, Leeds? They're trying to play their way out of trouble, but Ayling just rushing that pass out to the left, and it is out for another Wolves throw. We play
Throw
2
to the home
minutes of the
team.
minimum 5. Wolves 1, Leeds 0.
I think it's going to stay that way, as it was at Ellen Road.
All of the tricks that everyone uses. But will there be one more chance for this Leeds United side?
Can't see it
They
happening.
certainly had the chances. They've been able to put the ball in the net. I don't know how it stayed out at times.
Ayling picks it up on the right.
Ayling picks it up.
Phil to Hernandez. Yes, they will think back. That turning point, that minute in the second half. 2 huge chances for Leeds.
2 huge chances for Leeds.
Patricio from Cooper. Bamford's follow-up blocked by Cody. Wolves go up the other end and score as the ball goes up into the penalty area. Elder Costa shot in, saved by the feet of Rui Patricio. That was
Great chance for Leeds.
Equaliser for Leeds against his former club. It remains 1-0.
Oh, Costa's against his old club.
Side as Leeds come again in field 2.
Leeds come again.
Squeezes it through to Elder Costa. Pulls it back and will just evade Dallas. Deep
Dallas.
to the right hand side and Ayling now into the 6-yard box. Heads the ball across and the header in. It's clawed away by Rui.
Clawed away by Rui Patricio.
The door right at the end of this match.
Chance after
Karen, how are
chance.
you keeping this evening? Are you well?
What a story it would have been. How does Costa not score? The goalkeeper's now on the way up. He's took it early.
Keepers up.
Swung in and straight into the arms of Rui Patricio.
Think that could be it.
Michael Meslier was up to the halfway line. He's now going to jog back, but Patricio is not going to try and catch
Hey,
it
Francis.
out. He dived on that ball on the edge of his 6-yard area. But as we just see a replay of that,
Just see a
Costa shot,
replay.
he had time, didn't he? And he just couldn't steer it.
Just
He
couldn't
decided
steer it.
Patricio.
I mean, how many times straight at the goalkeeper have we seen this season?
Yep.
Just that bit of composure.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
The touch. The diagonal
T-
pass was a long
T's?
one as he pulled off the shoulder. And how did
I have
Costa
not got a
flick it
clue.
down, managed to get it on his right foot, centre of the goal. Just take your time.
Looks
pick your
well.
corner. He doesn't connect that well in straight.
Thanks.
That was the chance. Followed up again with another one. Will they
I
get
appreciate
one
that, Karen.
more chance? That's 17, 18 shots for Leeds United with no goal.
We are into the final minute of added time. Leeds in possession. Strack with a beautiful ball
Oh,
out
God.
to the left.
Don't know what that is. Sorry.
Again to Helder Costa, but Patricio races out of his 6-yard box to the
Patricio
edge of the
races out.
area and gathers. And that might just be that for Leeds
I
United.
think Wolves are going to do the double.
To the amount of opportunities, 18 shots, 8 on target. This tells you the opportunities they've had. When you get these chances, you've got to be clinical. You've got to put it away. And the one time they did, it was that VAR opportunity. Full credit to Wolves so far. They've managed to do it.
We have played the minimum 5 minutes.
Dylan, how are you keeping, mate? Are you well this evening?
Away by Wolves. Hacked
40.
by Strauch and a risky clearance.
I'll be heading off in a few minutes.
All the way back to Patricio, who chests it down. Didn't want to take it first time.
They want to take it first time.
His 2 gloved hands. And referee David Cooke.
He's checking his watch.
That the added time is up. It looks as though Wolves are on the brink of 3 wins in their last 4 Premier League games as Patricio launches it long over the halfway line. Still we play on. David
Still we
Cooke
play on.
has a little glance at the watch and then raises the whistle to his lips. And Wolves beat Leeds United by a goal to 0. The own goal in the second half from a very unfortunate Meslier after Traore's fabulous effort, cannoned off the woodwork, bounced off the Leeds goalkeeper and trickled over the line. Michael Brown, it finishes 1-0 Wolves. It could have been 5-all.
Thank you for tuning in this video.
I mean, we talked about fine margins, little detail.
Thank you for tuning in this video, folks.
Opportunities away.
I will see you on Sunday for Man United and Newcastle. Oh, it's true, it's damn true. Best luck to the rest of the fancy managers, and have a good weekend. And I will see you in two days on Sunday night between Man United and Newcastle. I love you, Salibius. Bye bye.